And we live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skol Vikes, win, lose, or draw. I know I'm late. Hey, had a busy day. You talking about work, gym, etc., other things. I know I'm about an hour late, but guess what? I'm here, dog. I'm here. Let's get to it. A few topics today. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about Kevin O'Connell, KWESI Adolpha men's presser. Those are gonna be the first things. Gonna get into Kevin O'Connell first. I feel like I want to hear what he really got to say. Do you hear me, dog? With the failed season. Well, I ain't gonna say failed season, but a disappointing season after the way it began, right? Heavy. Many people say the Vikings shouldn't have been a playoff team. They shouldn't have made the playoffs. I say cap. If you check out my videos, go check the resume, the track record. I've always said that the Vikings should make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, Kevin O'Connell's job should be on the line. You hear me? I really said it, dog. So I wasn't surprised. I said it in the beginning of preseason, the way I saw them play. I said they could make the playoffs, should make the playoffs, definitely are a playoff team and can make a playoff run. They should have won at least one game, if you ask me. But now we see the weaknesses. We see the weak points, period, where they lack at, where they have strength at, dog. Now they can really get it done. Hopefully they will get it done. Attack the trenches, attack the trenches. So I'm going to start with KOC, heavy. Then we got KWESI. Then we're going to talk about Sam Darnold. Does he deserve to be on the team, or does he not deserve to be on the team and be back? If he is back, what should be the price? Low price, high price, etc., dog? What should it be? You hear me? Let's get to it, dog. 1 second, bro. But before that, we got to turn up a little bit, bro. Yeah, before that, we got to turn up a little bit. So I'm going to play something. Let me know how y'all like the song, dog. We got to really get Vikings down. Vikings level, skolvikes, win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. You hear me? Heavy. Hands down, man down. Huh? Point blank, period. Let's get to it, man. Let me know once again if y'all like the song, dog. Let me know once again if y'all like the song, man. I don't know how the copyrights work. If they do, give me a copyright or say this can't be monetized, and it's the last time you will hear me playing this song. No cap, dog. You hear me? That's just what it is, dog. But I got to get turned up. The Vikings way, the Vikings way, the Vikings way. Yes, you hear me? Let's get it, man. Here we go, man. Zone out with me. Skolvikes. Hold on. I got to hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, bro. Before I even go any further, hold on. Got to make the correction real quick. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. What's going on? Let's fix it right now. Fix it right now. Fix it right now. Fix it right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and fix it right now while we at it. You hear me? Make sure everything's in order. Here we go. Probably have to grab that later as well. What makes even in there? Give me 1 second, man. My fault, my fault. One second, bro. Really gonna trip here? Here we go. 1 second, man. I'm gonna fix this volume, make sure it's on. Fix this volume, make sure it's on. Give me 1 second, man. Make sure my shit is on, dog. Make sure my set is on. Give me 1 second, man. We're going to get into it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on in. SKOL, man. SKOL. Make sure you come in, like the chat up, man, et cetera, et cetera. You hear me? Make sure you like the chat up if you come in, dog. Make sure you come in, like the chat up. Had to make sure the volume was on and you know everything was good. Come on in here, man. Let's get to it. Corsten's answers. Here we go, man. 1 second. So I'm gonna play this little Vikes song for y'all, man. Tell me how y'all like it. We gotta set the tone before anything. Set the tone before anything. You hear me? Set the tone, man. Let's go. Hu Yang in the building. Hu Yang in the building. What up, Hu Yang? PNP now. Officially PNP now. Calm it down, Hu Yang. Calm it down, Hu Yang. We're gonna get to a year. Calm it down now. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Here we go. Give me 1 second, man. Let's get it. Oh yeah, let's get this, man. Heavy year. Yeah, gotta set the tone. SKOL, man. Y'all know what it is. You hear me? SKOL. Let's get to it, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Baby, the real season is there. Another real. I shouldn't say the real season, but the real season, dog. Heavy. You hear me? Let's get into it, man. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of moves that need to be made. Heavy. You hear me? I saw a play last week. 75 got pushed back and almost hit Darnold too. Yeah, Brian O'Neill got his ass kicked as well, PNP. Brian O'Neill got his ass kicked as well, PNP. We cannot ignore that fact. And before I go on, y'all tell me, is my volume straight? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. No cap. Oh, we got a Detroit Lions fan, Big Biscuit head up in here. Moses Malone says, how's the off season? Hey, Moses, guess what? Your off season might come Saturday. You hear me? The Commanders might come there and beat y'all ass. You hear me? So calm down, quiet down. But the off season is the off season. Does it suck to be in the off season as a Minnesota Vikings fan? Hell yeah. We expected at least one win. You hear me? I expected a playoff push. But guess what? I had Corton's concerns. The O line was the biggest. The D line was the biggest. Interior was the motherfucking VIKES. You hear me? Heavy, dog. Period, point blank. Moses Maloney. I'm gonna call you Baloney. You fucking Moses fucking Baloney. How about that? I told you. I get on head tops and make your head drop. And you a Detroit Lions fan, Moses Maloney. Guess what? I ain't even gonna send y'all no hate. I ain't even gonna root against y'all. I just hope it's a good game. I think it will be a good game. And if the Lions slipping, you hear me? If the Lions come out there sleep playing around, guess what? Y'all gonna take that L, Moses Maloney. Moses Baloney. Yeah, my bad. That's your new name, dog. Moses Baloney. That's your new fucking name. How about that? You like them apples? Do you like that nickname, Moses? Let me know. Let me know. Do you like that nickname, Moses? Huh? Do you like the nickname Moses Baloney? You like being called Baloney? You fucking put you on some fucking bread and spread you out, Baloney. Huh? How about that? And why's your name Moses? You got a powerful name, Moses, according to Christianity and scripture. But you're a big clown. You're a goofy clown with a name Moses. Are you kidding me? Moses Baloney? I think you're phony. You hear me? Oh yeah, once again, anybody could want to come up here and chop it up like my boy Tech Jedi did. Shout out Tech Jedi. Anybody want to come up here? I'll drop the link. Want to come up here, chop it up, give your opinions, etc., etc. We finna get into it, but you know, we got to break it down. We got to set the tone. I had to set the tone. You hear me? Skolvikes. Damn, Vikings guards need to work out with you. Let them know in PNP. Let them know PNP. I get them right. And I bench press Garrett Bradbury, big ass, big soft, big back ass. Big bag boy, get out the building, Bradbury. Get your ass out the building, Bradbury. You hear me? Get your punk ass out the building and get your punk ass out the lunch line too, my boy. You overweight, heavyweight, soft heavyweight, all that weight for no reason. Can't even move bodies, but I guess what? You the first body in the fucking lunch line, Bradbury. You hear me, dog? Every year it's the same thing with you. The same thing with you. Let's just do a segment on Garrett Bradbury. It's the same thing with you, Bradbury. You're soft. You've been soft. That was my biggest concern. Biggest concern through the whole season. Everybody want to talk about you and your PFF grade. Fuck your PFF grade, my boy. Shove that PFF grade up your ass, Garrett Bradbury, because once again, you failed the eye test. You failed the eye test, you fat ham sandwich loving motherfucker. You hear me? You failed the eye test, Bradbury. If I see you on the street, ain't gonna be no meet and greet. It's gonna be me meeting you, then cracking your chin. You big softy. I ain't worried about you. I ain't worried about you grabbing me, trying to tackle me. You can't move one body. You can't even block a cornerback consistently. You big fat bum. If KWESI keeps you in the building, you big fat bum, soft bum. I don't care. It ain't the point that you're fat and a big back. It's the point you're a soft ass big back, a weak big back, a scary big back, a lightning ass big back. You gonna be a big back all the way. You half-ass big back nigga. You hear me? You hear me? Get out the building, Bradbury. Get out. I'm tired of you, boy. I'm tired of you, boy. I'm reminiscing of the Lions game. I'm reminiscing on the fucking Rams game. It's always you, not just you. I'm gonna get to the other punks in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put y'all in the same boat. Rosner, you a soft motherfucker. The Detroit Lions fans disrespected your wife. Oh, they pushed your wife down the stairs, you fat punk chump, and you didn't do nothing. You couldn't even play 100% in one game to get back on them, to get some revenge on the Lions. Your big punk ass got dominated. Blake Brendel, everybody hyping your punk ass up. Hyping you up for what? I had concerns for all y'all bums. All y'all bums. It's only one great play on that front, and that's Christian Darrisaw. Guess what? Yeah, I left Brian O'Neill out. I'm gonna keep leaving Brian O'Neill out. You wanna know why? Guess what? Because he's turning into a soft big back too. Soft big back motherfucker. Heavy, dog. Heavy, dog. You hear me? I ain't leaving. He's in the equation. Brian O'Neill is officially in the equation. It's only one great lineman on the Vikings. It's only one great lineman on the Vikings, and everybody know who it is. 7-1, big 7-1. 7-1, huh? Christian Darrisaw, my dog. Prayers up to him. Hopefully he has a quick and swift recovery. Brian O'Neill, soft ass big back. That young rookie was eating your ass up. Young rookie curse. Young rookie came in there and made y'all look like rookies. Motherfucker. Two rookies dominated y'all. The Ram, 9 sacks. 9 sacks, you fat big back. You fat ass soft big back. 9 sacks. And everybody want to blame Sam Darnold. Yeah, his big biscuit head messed up too, but we can't forget about the line, dog. The first line of protection. I don't even think Patrick Mahomes could have improvised in those situations under those fucking circumstances. You hear me? What you say, Moses? Baloney? What you say, baloney? I ain't even calling you your first name no more. I'm gonna call you baloney, huh? Baloney, huh? That's how I'm gonna address you from now on. Moses, huh? Baloney, huh? That's you cool with that? I don't care if you're not cool with that. Guess what? I'm on your head top ready to make your head drop. Period, dog. Feel me, dog. Feel the energy, dog. Be careful. See, I don't give a damn. Let them sue. Let them big soft backs sue. What I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Allegedly big backs. Alleged big backs. Oh, is that better, baloney? Is that better, baloney? Care about them suing now, but they probably would sue soft ass. They need to be sued for the way they play on the fucking field. How about that? They need to be sued for where they don't block. How they lose every battle to an elite D lineman, dog. Not even elite, even just good. Bradbury get his ass kicked by average nose tackles. Average. You hear me? Average, dog. Heavy, dog. You hear me? Yeah, I'm going to keep going in. Tycoon in the building. What up, Tycoon? Tycoon W in the building. What up, big dog? Like I say, anybody want to come up here and chop it up to let me know, dog. I'll be live in the morning as well. Well, not in the morning. I'll probably be live around 12 noon, dog. 12 p.m. right before the playoff games. I will be watching the playoff games. Really excited for the playoff games. Wish the Vikings were playing on Sunday, but once again, we know what that is. SKOL for Life Barber in the building. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Much appreciated, SKOL for Life Barber. And you in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up. Let's get it. Share this live with everybody you motherfucking know. Big SKOL here. Heavy skolvikes. Win, lose, or draw. Revenge tour. Revenge tour starts now for me. The revenge tour starts now for me. Out this motherfucker. You hear me? Heavy. Hey, Mose, I'm with you. Mose is my bad baloney. I'm with you, baloney. Fuck him. Y'all dominated all our big backs up front. Period. Yeah. Period, dog. We can't even defend them as fans. Period, dog. Nothing. Can't defend them boys up there, dog. You mad because Darnold failed you, so? I'm not mad. It's not about being mad, no longer mad. It's just like, wow. And it's not just Darnold. The whole team failed. KOC failed. The coaching staff failed. Once again, outcoached by a great, dominated by his teacher. His teacher, you hear me? Okay. Dominated once again by the man who he's under. In history, everybody talking about O'Connell. Who they talk about next to him? You hear me? Sean McVay. Nobody puts Kevin O'Connell on the same level as Sean McVay, period. And I still stand on it. He doesn't get an extension. He doesn't deserve an extension yet. So enough of the talk. Let's get into the presser. Show me the presser, bro. I'm trying to see the presser. Yeah, the presser, huh? Or the presser. Here we go. Give me a second, man. Break down this presser, dog. You know I like to do this here. I like to do this here. We're going to see how to affect the monetization aspect, but here, let's get it, bro. Here we go, man. Yeah, we here now. Let's get it. Start it up. Started a little bit, watched a little bit of it, but not too much, dog. Here we go. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Here we go.
Good afternoon, guys.
What up, KOC?
You know, it's this is one of my, you know, I tell the players a lot, my second least favorite day of the whole year is the day after our final game, in a lot of ways, because as I go through the process of meeting with each player individually and each
most disappointing time you've been through it. 3 years, KOC. It's been 3 years, 2 years in the playoffs where you lost first round. Was it disappointing the second year? Is disappointing the third year? Was it disappointing the first year? How many more fucking times do it got to be disappointing, KOC? You hear me, dog? Disappointing, dog. You hear me? I must know, KOC. So I don't want to hear all that disappointing talk. You failed in big time moments. You failed in another big time moment, a big time game. Not one game that could have got you some rest, earned you some rest. A bye week wasn't even close, but you come back again the following week. No adjustments, no improvements. Do the same bullshit, dog. Get dominated, beat, you hear me? Dominated by a team you should have and could have beat. You want to sit up here and talk about disappointing once again? Are you really disappointed? Because it's starting to seem like everybody around that motherfucker don't care about a Super Bowl victory. Fuck out of here. Disappointed. No, he disappointed. Huh? Who really disappointed around that bitch? Do you care? Do the Wills care?
each coach individually, you know that, you know, one year's team to the next is never going to be the same. And I was just so incredibly proud and you know, grateful for all of our players and coaches. And in the year we had did not end the way any of us envisioned. In fact, you know, it kind of the finality of it all is probably, you know, the thing that stings the most, because every player and coach in those meetings expressed just how nobody expected it to be over. when it was. And we, as an organization, obviously feel very strong about our foundation and what we've built here, but also know that
if 2025 is the year you achieve your wellness goals, having Whoop
Shut
as
your
your
ass up.
24/7 personal coach is going to be key.
Screen, you hear me?
you know, we
Yes,
will continue to push on and push further and do more. And it starts with me.
Yeah, it does start with you, KLC. It starts directly with you, homie. Directly with you. Directly with you, dog. Once again, I'm glad you know that, KLC. We all know that you've been saying that. It sounds very good. It sounds real good. It sounds real good. Shout out Kamal in the building. Shout out Kamal, 7 Mile Dog in the building. Damn, he looks sad. Yes, he does, Kamal, and he should. And he should, Kamal. You hear me? He should look sad, Kamal. I'm glad you figured it out. I'm glad you pointed it out, Kamal. Yeah. KLC should be sad, bro. Especially if you watch the film again. You hear me, dog? No cap. Jonathan in the building. Jonathan in the building. KLC needs to learn how to blow out another team. Facts. No cap, Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan in the building. You hear me? Let's get back to it, bro. Shout out Jonathan in the building, dog. You hear me?
And I look forward to that challenge and all the things that lie ahead. But very proud of the group this year. Just so many different unique aspects and stories to the team this year and our organization and kind of the path that it was leading to 14 wins and ultimately, you know, only one team is gonna win their final game. You know, when you get into that single elimination tournament and
you know what, KLC? You know what, KLC? The Vikings should have competed better for that. The Vikings should have competed better for that, KLC. You hear me, dog? Yo, damn team, 14 wins. I don't care what the expectations were. It seemed like y'all tricked the fans, tricked the people, lied to the people. You hear me, dog? That's what it feels like as Vikings fans, dog. Just when we thought the Vikings would get over the hump, at least win a first round playoff game under your regime, dog, make a potential push, performing well, 14 wins, and y'all collapse like that, dog. It wasn't just Darnold. It was you, KLC, your bullshit play calling at times, your scheme. It was your defensive coordinator, Brian Flores. Who knows where the fuck his head was at, especially versus the Rams. He's worried about getting hired by the Bears or somebody, dog. Makes you question and wonder, fire his ass. Go ahead, fire his ass then. If you're not going to stay, he going to perform like that in big time? Flores? Not Flores, dog. Not Mr. Elite, Mr. Spectacular Flores. Where was his mind at? But you disappointed the whole fan base. You hear me, dog? Got our hopes up again. It would have been different if it was a close game, maybe lose by a point, 2 points, battle, compete, show some integrity, some dignity, some character, the standard you always talk about, show some of that. It wouldn't have been cool, you know, we still want the win, but maybe if you would have did some of that at KOC, you hear me, dog? Been respectful, really banged it out. Looked like you and your team were prepared, actually. Y'all got dominated 2 weeks in a row, homie. It wasn't even close, dog. You hear me? No cap. Wasn't even close, homeboy. Period. Yeah.
Every team will walk away, you know, realizing that we all need to do more and try to do the things that it takes and whatever it takes to get to that place where we can win that final game, because that is the ultimate goal. That's why I'm here. That's why I came here, to continue to push forward towards that. Definitely want to take a moment and just express the gratitude for all the people in this building, starting with our players, such a unique group, special group. My coaching staff, I believe, was...
Shout out Jonathan, man. Shout out Jonathan. KLC had lost to 2 teams in the playoffs with a negative point differential. That's what I've been saying, man. And people talking about extension, Jonathan. People talking about extension. You hear me? How do you give a man an extension who's proved nothing, who hasn't earned an extension? But this is the realm we're in, the world we live in, especially Minnesota Vikings nice. Minnesota Vikings nice, huh? Heavy, you hear me? No cap, bro. You hear me? Heavy, dog. Minnesota Vikings, nice bullshit, dog. Period. And people talking about extending this man for what? What would the extension be for what? Now, if you would have made a playoff win, compete better, dog, especially the last 2 weeks, period. Win a playoff game, bang, battle, have your team prepared. We seen this shit from KOC before. He hasn't earned no right for an extension, bruh. He's done nothing yet. Okay, cool, good regular season, 2 years. Who cares? Not who cares, but damn, dog. Is that all it's a fucking bout? You Minnesota Vikings, nice motherfuckers. Huh? You hear me? Somebody let me know. Fire the chat up, huh? Remember, if you want to come up, put your face on the screen and chop it up. Give your opinion. Let me know. I'll drop the link. Huh? You hear me? Period, dog. Shout out Kamal. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you and yours is good as well, dog. Hope all is well with you too. You hear me? Okay. The fact he didn't adjust one bit after the Lions game is absolutely asinine. Thank you, Jonathan. Once again, facts here. We talking facts here. You hear me? No adjustments, no quick pass game, no nothing. Nothing, bruh. Heavy. Couldn't get his team settled in. Period. Inexcusable. He's been here 3 years. 3 years. I'm not saying fire the man once again, but don't give this man an extension. Make him earn it for once. Make somebody earn it for once. You hear me? And I got much love for KOC. Wish him the best. I'm the first one on the front line with him, dog. But he failed the last 2 weeks of the season. He failed. That's not right for him to get an extension. What does that say if you're the Wills bitch ass? If you're the Vikings organization, what does that say to the other NFL teams, NFL players? Continue to be the fucking laughing stock of the NFL? They already laugh at your O-line group. Laugh at them all fucking day. You hear me, dog? We're talking about her, bro. Let's be real. Make them earn it. Come on now, bro. Facts. Nut riders, bro. Nut riders. It ain't about a victory. It's about somebody a face they want to see in the fucking building. Someone that makes them feel comfortable. Who's good, a good boy. You hear me? Who don't shake shit up. Fuck all that. Look at Dan Campbell, huh? Look at Sean McVay, huh? Period, huh? What are you talking about, bro? Look at Dan Quinn. For the Commanders, Dan Quinn, rookie quarterback, Dan Quinn. He don't play call, you hear me? And his team is doing great. What does he do as a head coach? Manage the game well? Put his players in the best position, dog? Tell his assistants what to do, what he's feeling? He don't got a play call, though, you hear me? He don't care about that. He's not caught in his ego. I think KOC may be caught in his ego a little bit at times, bro. Stubborn for his own good. Huh? Give a fuck about his credentials. The pedestal he so-called sits on. I could care less. Period. He's done nothing to earn an extension, and I stand on that 10 toes down. It's not about liking the man, wanting to see the man fired. No. Period, dog. You don't extend the man, though. Make the man prove it. Make the man win. Do something different. Instead of all this Minnesota Vikings nice crap and the nut riding and people on the payroll who can't say shit. You hear me, dog? The ones who buddy team up, who can't say shit about, KOC because they're scared. Piss poor, scared pussies. I said it, big school here. SKOL win, lose, or draw. The biggest Vikings fan in the world. I want to see them boys win for real. I care about them boys for real. You hear me? Rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson forever. SKOL forever. Punk chump punks. Cowards. I'm here. Big school, you hear me? Revenge tour starts now. Revenge tour starts now. You hear me? Zimmer did more than KOC at this point in both tenures. Remember, Zimmer inherited a 5-win team. Hey, you got a point, Jonathan. You got a point. You got a point, bro. Period. Zimmer also won a playoff game. Period. You got a point. Made it to the playoff numerous times. You got a point. Period. Heavy. When you're right, you're right. You're wrong, you're wrong. But right now, shout out Jonathan, dog. He's going strong. Heavy, you hear me? What do you think about letting Josh McCown run plays? Hey, whatever works best. Harden El Sos. Shout out him, big dog. Shout out you. Harden El Sos in the building, bro. Much appreciated, big dog. Hey, man, whatever works. Somebody else needs to step up. Somebody else need to get in the mix because this ain't it here. This ain't working here, big dog. You hear me? This is not the move here. This is not the move. Believe that. It's time for KLC to revamp his whole fucking coaching style. And if he has to give up play calling, so what? Give it up. Manage the game right. Call timeouts when you're supposed to. Huh? Tell your assistant when to run, when to pass, dog. You hear me, dog? It probably will make him a better coach with less on his plate for a little bit. Nothing wrong with that, dog. Dan Campbell don't play call. He manages the game, has his team ready and prepared. Your team wasn't ready and fucking prepared the biggest 2 games of the season, KOC. You hear me? Check yourself, KOC. You hear me? It starts with you. It ain't all on Sam Darnold, bro. Stop the cap. It starts with you, KOC. Period. Let's stop the fucking fuckery and lying for KOC. Oh, because he's your favorite. He's a nice guy. You love his demeanor. You love the culture he's brung. You got a nice smile. You hear me? Nice family, etc. Getting caught up into the same Kirk Cousins trap. I'm going to be real with it. The same Kirk Cousins trap, huh? You hear me? I'm tired of saying it from the Vikings, bro. Overpaying players. Re-signing, extending coaches. Tired of it, bruh. Move on if need be. Pure, stop being bitches, Will. Stop your nuts. Let somebody walk. Let somebody go. If KOC really wants to go, if he doesn't get an extension, he want to be traded, trade his ass. Man up. Stop being bitches. Acting needy as fuck. Go find another head coach. Do your job as an owner. If KOC really believes he deserves an extension and he wants to walk, let him walk. Period. No cap. KOC know better. He knows he hasn't been 100% as a coach. He knows it in his heart. I guarantee it, dog. Period. I know it's eating him up on the inside, dog. Especially hearing the haters talk, the doubters, the naysayers, heavy. Period. I want to see dude win. One more year. That's it, John. One more year. That's what I've been saying. One more year. One more year, Derek. No cap. That's it. Let him finish out his contract and go from there. Excuse me. Let him figure out his contract and go from now. Period. Fuck the Jets. Stay away, dog. Fuck the Jets. Leave them alone, Jets. You hear me? I think KLC would be a solid coach if he developed a killer instinct and put his ego aside. His refusal to run the ball inside the 25 needs to be studied. Facts. Come on, bro. Jonathan on fire. Jonathan on fire tonight, man. Shout out Jonathan in the chat. You hear me, dog? Shout out Jonathan in the chat, huh? He on fire tonight. Gotta be studied. Piss poor. And everybody talk about the ego or the killer instinct KOC does have. You've heard players say it, coaches say it. What killer instinct? You've heard Jetta say it. Oh, KOC really got that killer instinct. You've heard Brian Flores say it. What fucking killer instinct, dog? We ain't seen it. We ain't seen it for 4 quarters. What killer instinct, homie? Huh? Let me know. Let me know though, huh? You hear me? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat, bro. What killer instinct, dog? Who's seen it? Who know about it? It's a secret. What it is? Something he got hidden, keep hiding, especially in big games, huh? Talking about a killer instinct. When and where? Huh? When and where, dog? Period. Come on, bro. Stop the cap. Killer instinct my ass. Bullshit, bruh. Let him earn that title. Period. Let him earn that motherfucking title for once. Huh? Come on, brush up the cap, homie. You know who had a killer instinct? Who got a killer instinct? Dan Campbell, Sean McVay. Two coaches who busted his ass. Heavy, easy work. That's what coaches got, killer instincts. That's what a killer instinct is, homie. Heavy. Run the score up. Run the score up. So what? Make them cry like bitches. Huh? We need to fire our O-line coach and get the trenches together. If we don't do that, then we are not serious about winning. Facts, Harden. I've been saying it all day, all for years, big dog. Everybody been saying it, right, dog? How many years? Even before KOC got here, how many years? And they've been here 3 years, and KWESI and KOC haven't addressed it yet. And that's majority on KWESI there, because at the end of the day, he makes the end moves. He makes the choice. He has all to say in the maneuvers being made, dog. Who's signed and who's not, who's fired and who's not. I agree with you 100%. Harden SOS, Harden LSOS, coaching, position coaching, piss poor, something wrong, technique, something wrong, period. Something ain't working. But I think it's way more than the position coach for the O-line. Our O-line is trash, dog, by nature. Some players too small, not big enough. Huh? You hear me? Heavy, dog. No cap, period. No way around it. Garrett Bradbury, trash ass, dog. Reisner ass, dog. Brandell, okay, period. O'Neal, good. I can't even say very good no more with O'Neal. Every big game, he getting his ass smashed. Every big game. Can you say very good with Brian O'Neal yet? It's time for him to take another contract restructure, in my opinion, after that piss poor performance versus the Lions and the Rams. What are we doing here? Overpaying players? And then Darisaw, can he stay healthy for a whole season? That's the big question for him. I don't care how good you are. You're nothing to the team if you can't stay available. Big dog, you hear me? Come on, 7-1. Come on, 7-1. I know it's not your fault. But are you rehabbing fully? Are you taking care of your body the right way like you should, homie? Heavy, you hear me? Are you really putting in the work through the season to take care of your body, dog? Period. Nutrition, etc. Hey. Come on, bro. No cap. If he had a killer instinct, we wouldn't be in so many one-score games against terrible at best teams. Facts, Jonathan, facts, man. Can't ignore the facts. Can't ignore the truth. Jonathan on fire tonight, dog. Jonathan on fire tonight. Period, dog. No cap, you hear me? Jonathan on fire, dog. Let me know if you want to come up here tonight, Jonathan. Let me know, Jonathan, if you want to come up here, man. Put your face on camera. Say how you feel if what you feel is real, huh? If what you feel is real, dog. Shout out Jonathan in the chat, bro. Heavy, no cap. Honestly, I like KOC. Shit, me too. What does liking mean, Harden? So what about a like? So what you like? What, bruh? And what? And what's next after the like? You liking him, the fan base loving him, liking him. And what's next, bruh? That's the big question there. So what about a fucking like? Could give a damn about a like. You hear me? Where's the wins? Where's the playoff push, playoff run, dog? 3 years in. 14 wins this season. High expectations, overachieved or not. Where's the win? Where's the competitive edge? Where's the battle? Nothing. Where's the fight? The past 2 weeks, where's the fight, homie? So he's only a good regular season coach. Guess what? Not gonna cut it. Not gonna make the cut. Tired of that in Vikings SKOL territory. Just strictly a regular season great coach. Fuck that. Here. Huh? You cool with that, Harden? I'm not. You cool with it, Harden? I'm not, bruh. I'm not, huh? I'm not. Period. Hell out of here with that, bruh. The hell they talking about, bruh? We haven't drafted a defensive tackle high since 2013. 11 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. It seems like it's like the Vikings think they can make up for it with their skill players, and that's all they need. Like they don't understand the games are won in the trenches. Period, dog. It's like the Vikings don't understand that. Since 2013, are you kidding me? That's even worse. Period. And KWESI's been around championship winning teams. O'Connell is a Super Bowl champion. He knows what it takes. He saw the Rams line, O-line, D-line, etc. He understands what it takes to win the big game, bruh, in the playoffs. And he still hasn't addressed it yet, dog. Him nor KWESI. Neither one of them evade blame, homie. Neither one. No cap. Oh, you hear me? Turn up. Get back to it, bro. Get through it.
You know, it was and is one of one, in my opinion, in this league. Great group of coaches that I get to work with every single day. KWESI and his staff that put in all the tireless hours, you know, trying to help put together the best possible team that we can put together. I think the staff that works with our team, both the resources downstairs with Tyler and Josh Hinkst and everybody that goes into making this such a special place for players that we want it to be. And that definitely expressed itself with our players' gratitude towards them and a lot of my exit meetings with them. Ownership, I think we have such a special group of owners that give us the resources and the things that we need to do it our way here and continue to grow. And
so is this KOC just speaking politically correct? Nice guy talk, etc. Now, you know, I'm gonna, you know, not stop too much as well, because in most of this, you got to expect him to be politically correct. Certain things he can't say, right, dog? Even about Sam Darnold, about the Wilfs. Of course, he's gonna talk respectfully about the Wilfs, huh? He's not gonna speak on Sam Darnold too much, etc., etc. The media is not gonna ask tough questions, so it's no reason to just keep stopping it for real, huh? Period. I'm gonna break it down though, so I'm gonna let it go and flow until he just says something maybe erroneous or seemingly like very important information, or is it a subliminal behind the message, right? So we're gonna keep it going though. You hear me, dog? Let's get it, man. But of course, he's gonna praise the Wills, praise KWESI, praise his staff, even if his staff was ass. Of course, you dig me, you get my drift. Come on, we know what's good. We know what's good, huh?
Chase the ultimate goal, and we feel so fortunate to have the support with them and the relationships that we have with them as we all do this together. And then lastly, just our fans. I know I made mention of it many times this year. It was very important for us to get back to winning at home, which we were able to do this year at US Bank Stadium. And our fans were just every opportunity that we needed our fans to be there for us and provide that energy and environment at US Bank Stadium was truly remarkable. And it's absolutely one of the...
At Carolina Kia, we are built on family. When you come here, you aren't just buying a car or servicing your vehicle. You're
premier things about this job for me is the relationship with our fans that they have with our team and our players and all.
But KOC, you let him down. You let him down, KOC. You let the real fans down too. The true fans down. It's not about you losing. Of course, we want you to win, but it's SKOL, win, lose, or draw for the real ones here. You feel me? It's the way you lost, the way you competed or didn't compete. That's the main thing, KOC. So I don't want to see you get up there on that fucking podium talking about the fans this, the fans that. Guess what? You let the fans down, KOC. You hear me? When it all said and done, it came down to it. You, your players, and your staff let the fans down while you're talking about it's about the fans. You got real fans out there who support you, rock with you, win, lose, or draw. Heavy. Real fans who want to see y'all win, dog. I ain't talking about the bandwagon nut riding who could care less fans, homie, fake fans. You hear me? You got real fans out there who really was rooting for y'all boys. Want to see you compete, play. Tired of hearing y'all get talked about, disrespected. 14 wins and you perform that way, KOC. That's inexcusable. That's inexcusable. If you want to talk about fans, you think fans should be satiated with that performance from you and your squad, KOC, you are delusional if you think that, homie. Heavy, you hear me? Bottom line, no way around it, KOC. You ain't no dummy. You ain't no fool, huh? You know what's up. You know the real deal. You know the real deal. You know you didn't earn no extension, dog. You and your agent. You and your bum-ass agent, you hear me? Because obviously, he playing and lying in your ear. You didn't earn no extension, KOC. Come on, bruh. Talk about the fans. You were the ultimate letdown to your fans. Fans, you say, who are the best in the NFL. You hear me, dog? Fans, you say, bring the noise every Sunday, Monday, etc. Fans, you say, you want to win for and win games for and hunt down Super Bowls for, dog. Those words come out of your mouth and KWESI's mouth. Fans, you say, you going to put it on the line for and build the best team for. Shut the fuck up. We're tired of hearing it, KOC. Once again, much love to you, respect. Want to see you win. Want y'all boys to win, dog, for real. But I'm tired of hearing the cap. Every year's the same thing. Every year's the same talk. It sounds good. It sounds real good. Where's the action, though? Where's the action, though? Okay, we appreciate the 14 regular season wins. Not easy. Very good. Very great. But so what? What's up with next season? What's up with playoffs? When it really matters. When it really counts. Period, dog. You hear me? Huh? You hear me, dog? Expectations change as the season goes along, and y'all expectations change for the fans. Heavy, homie, period. No cap, bruh. You win 14 games, no way you should be out the first round, dog. But the same thing happened first round versus the Giants. And it starts with you, KOC, period. You and your weak-ass O-line that you have yet to revamp. Starting with you and KWESI. When I hear that sweet talk, bro, that punk talk, let's talk real. Apologize to the fans, homie. For real. Let us down, dog. Period. We still rocking with you. But you got a lot to prove, homie. Ronald Crosby in the building. Ronald Crosby in the building. What up, big dog? What up, Ronald Crosby in the building? Let's get it. I hope KWESI and KOC both get extended contracts. They've done decent jobs so far. However, we got to get stronger on offensive line and more physical on defensive line. Well, guess what, Ronald Crosby? I hope they get extensions as well, but not this year and not this offseason. Guess what? I hope the Wilfs don't give them an extension. I hope they make them coach out and GM out their last contract and last season on the contract, and then you extend them if they deserve it, Ronald Crosby. You hear me? Shout out to you for being in the chat, dog. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You hear me? But I don't agree with you. I disagree. And once again, you want to come up here and show your face? I'll drop the link. Anybody want to come up here and show their face and really talk about it, debate about it? Let's get it, man. Let's get it for real. I'm here. Big skolvikes win, lose, or draw. But Ronald Crosby, shout out to you, skolvikes, big dog. But at the end of the day, I'm saying no to the KOC extension, no to the KWESI extension. Heavy. And we're going to get to KWESI later. Heavy, huh? You kidding me, bro? You kidding me here? You kidding me here, Ronald Crosby? Give me a second, man. You kidding me here? You kidding me, bro? Huh? One of those fans, huh, Ronald? One of those guys, Ronald? One of those guys, Ronald? What, you one of those guys, Ronald? Talking about I hope KWESI and KOC get extended. No, I don't. Not right now. No, if they get extended and perform and have a successful season next season, all right, bet. Extend them, dog. Heavy. Period, dog. You hear me? But if they pull the same BS bullshit, I don't care. I don't want them extended. And I feel deep down, I stand on it 10 toes down, dog. You hear me? They haven't earned an extension. Period. Neither one of them. Let them prove it. Let them earn it for once. Earn it for once. We the fans deserve better, Jonathan says. The mediocre Wolves need to be held accountable as well. They care about ticket sales and beating the Packers over Super Bowls. Wow. Wow, Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan. Jonathan, you on fire tonight. You on fire tonight, Jonathan. You hear me, dog? No cap. Shout out Jonathan in the building, dog. You hear me? No cap, homie. Period, bro. Hey, Jonathan, you sure you don't want to come up here and show your face, bro, and get on the camera, dog? Because you on fire tonight. You on fire tonight, big bro. No cap. You heard me? Shout out Tech. We got my dog Tech in the building. Tech Jedi, the Tech Jedi in the building. Shout out Tech, bro. This guy wearing his depressing shirt with no Vikings logo because he knows he's a fraud. Tech Jedi in the building, bro. Tech Jedi coming with the heat early. With the first comment with his first comment in the chat. Coming with the heat early. You hear me? Shout out Tech Jedi, man. Heavy. Oh man. Shout out Tech, boy. Said he's a fraud. Everybody says extension though. Extension though? Are you kidding me, dog? Let's get back to it, bro. Got all night, but we here.
All of you great folks are heavily involved with connecting our fans with the special aspects of our organization, and I really want to thank you guys for that as well. So as we've laid a really great foundation, and as I envisioned from the first day getting a chance to be the head coach of this team, which I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity. I'm proud of the job we have done. We have not gotten to the place that we want to get to yet. We've done a lot of things to build that foundation, and now we must build upon that, that foundation to go continue to do the things that it takes to win a world championship in the ultra competitive league that we play in. And I look forward to doing that.
Did this team change the expectations for the fans this year?
I don't know. I don't know that. I think our fans hopefully have the expectations that we're going to be very competitive and win every single year. I think the year
competitive win. Only the regular season. That's it. That's what fans should expect. You guys being competitive only in the regular season. KOC, are you kidding me, huh? Are you kidding me, bruh? Stop the cap. Competitive win. Regular season. All right, cool. Fun season. But is first round exits all we get? All we get is fans? Heavy, huh? You hear me? All we get is fans. Is first round exits. KOC, get the fuck out of here, bro. Heavy, bro. Get up out of here. We're not accepting that. You're better than that, KOC. You are better than that. You, your roster, personnel, coaches, etc., are better than that, dog. And if you're not, let us know. But I believe you are. But if you're not, let us know, dog. And get out the building now. You hear me? No cap. Period, homie. Come on, bruh. Facts, Jonathan. You hear me? Facts, bruh. Competitive winning where? Winning where? Regular season, that's it? Can't be all we get, KLC. Huh? Can't be all we get is just regular season competing. Can we get more? It's about more, right? It's about more, or is it not? Is it about more or not, dog?
That it was from the fast start that we got off to, and the energy that built immediately by beating some pretty good teams here at home and kind of establishing the early foundation of what our season was going to be. Then having that kind of 2 losses in those 5 days and respond by winning 9 in a row off that, and respond to some of the adversity that hit this team this year. I would hope that all of us, in this building, and all of our fans have the highest of standards for us and expectations for us, because that's when you're building something where people not only believe in what you're building, but they believe that getting to that place, getting to that final game is possible. And I know we all feel that in this building. We all know we have to go back to work and immediately started already the process of getting to that place. But I would hope that our fans continue to hold us to that standard, because like I said, that means they believe in us and they believe in in what we're capable of, and it's on us to see that job through.
Kevin, you mentioned it Monday night, the two teams beat you twice this year. As you look at that, what does that communicate to you about things you guys need to improve to get to where you want to be?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of layers to that. I think it is a very much a matchup league, week to week. Some teams present different problems than others. How you match up, both personnel wise, schematically, all those things. We've got to take a long look at specific
Matchups. Yeah, we know it's about matchups, and your team loses every matchup. Your old line gets dominated every matchup, homie. Every matchup. You get dominated every matchup with Dan Campbell, Sean McVay, the greats. You, KOC, you outcoached, etc. You made it past LaFleur this year. We'll give you that. You made it past LaFleur. We'll say that's an improvement, dog. No cap. You hear me? Period. So you passed that test, passed that, but that's it, bro. Still not enough. In the biggest moments, you got dominated. Matchup league, yeah. And your team never matches up well versus the greatest, Kevin O'Connell. Why is that, bro? Why is that? You hear me? I must know why is that, dog? Heavy, period. No disrespect once again. I just must know, huh? I have to know, KOC. You said it's about matchups. You hear me? So why doesn't your team ever match up? Why can't your team ever be prepared, homie? For once in a big playoff game.
Specifically, the last two games, and take a long look at the things that transpired in those games that impacted our chances to win, impacted our chances of keeping those games where you're one or two plays away from winning it. We feel very good about if we can get games to be competitive throughout and have a chance to win in the end. We've kind of proved that we can win those games and execute when it matters. But it's about every layer of our team and our organization and our way of doing things that we've got to, that's my job to take a long look in conjunction with our coaching staff and KWESI and his staff, that we peel through every single one of those layers and really figure out the why. Behind a lot of the positives that took place this year, but I think it's always the most important thing is to look inward first and start with me, and then look at the times where,
Shout out Tech Jedi, man. If you give this man keys to the Orge, he would bring back Kirk. He would bring Kirk back and win 8 games, collect a paycheck, and call it a day. Pathetic. Oh man, bro. Shout out Tech Jedi, man. Talking facts, you hear me? I ain't gonna say he'll bring Kirk back and Tech say he'll collect a paycheck. Damn, bro. Tech say it's just about that check for KOC. Let me know in the chat. Do you think it's just about that check for KOC? You hear me? Is it really just about that check for KOC, homie? Damn, bro. Hey, Tech, we might have to chop it up later in the chat. I'm gonna try to get through these videos. I got KWESI, then I got I got Kevin O'Connell, then I got KWESI. Probably save Sam Darnold for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing a live tomorrow about 12 p.m. Make sure y'all check it out heavy, huh? But I'll probably throw Sam Darnold on that one. But this one here, might have to bring you up after I'm done. Tech, might have to chop it up, dog. So let me know if you want to come up later, Tech. If I got time, we'll make it work, bro. Heavy, bro. So let me know, Tech Jedi, man. Let me know if you want to come up again, bro, and chop it up after I get through these videos, homie. If you got time, you hear me? You hear me, dog? We had a good convo the other night, so. Right, let's rock and roll again, bro. Since you're the only one so far, got the confidence. You hear me? You're the only one so far. Took the step to come up here, hit the link, and come up here and chop it up. Yeah, dog, let's get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. Yeah, Tech the only one so far that stepped up in here, showed his face. He ain't just hiding behind the keyboard, hide behind the Twitter fingers, etc., etc. Heavy, you hear me? Tech come up here, show his face. I respect it. Say how you feel. Make sure what you say is real. Huh? You hear me? So after the video, Tech, If I get through these videos, you still here, we might have to chop it up, dog, depending on what time it is, etc., dog. But we here. Big Skol, Vikes, win, lose, or draw. Might be a little intermission in about, I say after the Kevin O'Connell, might do a little intermission, dog. Play some of that Vikings music for y'all. Little song I heard, I'm rocking with it heavy. Like I say, I won't be playing it again if they try to do some copyright shit or not monetize this live. No cap, you hear me? Oh, we gonna play the game. We gonna play the fucking game. Where the guapino? Huh? Heavy, you hear me? Yeah, man. Where the guapino, dog? Period. Let's get it, man. Heavy, bro. Shout out Tech, dog. Let's get it, bro. $4.99. Shout out Jonathan for the $4.99, bro. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, big dog. Shout out Jonathan for the $4.99. Much appreciated, big dog. Heavy, no cap, bro. You hear me? Much appreciated, bro. Once again, shout out Jonathan for the $4.99 in the chat, bro. Heavy, dog. Appreciate you, big dog. 1,000. You hear me? 1,000. Hey, hold on. And let me drop that Cash App too. You know, y'all can hit that Cash App if you want to hit it directly, baby. Feel free to hit it there too. Much appreciated, dog. But if you ever want to send something to the Cash App, there it is. Every live is going to be at the bottom. We on the grind. Support the grind. Support the channel. Much appreciated. Jonathan in the building. Jonathan in the building. In the chat, bro. In the chat, bro. Much appreciated, dog. Let's go, Jonathan. Facts. Let's go, Jonathan. Heavy, bro. Hey, had to donate because you aren't watching KOC's Tiny Balls. Oh, man. Hey, Jonathan on fire, man. Hey, Jonathan, calm it down, bro. Cool yourself off, homie. Go have you a brew or some water, boy. You hot, boy. You hot, boy. Jonathan on fire tonight, man. He came in rocking, swinging, banging heavy. You hear me? We just got to talk facts, though, man. And I ain't going to talk about KOC's balls and all that, but damn, Jonathan on fire. Jonathan feel away. Jonathan feel away about KOC. Let it be known, Jonathan. You hear me? And if you want to come up and speak your mind on camera, let me know, Jonathan. I'll drop the link, baby. Drop the link. Heavy. Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it, man. Minnesota Vikings talk, but real talk, bro. Real talk here. I told y'all I'm going live more this off season, man. Rock and roll, dog. Let's rock and roll. Come rock and roll with Big SKOL. Share this with your mama, your daddy, your baby mama, your baby daddy, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, boyfriend, auntie, uncle, etc. Share this with your whole damn motherfucking family, dog. Tell them come rock and roll. Come like, comment, and subscribe and hit that bell and come rock and roll with Big SKOL. Heavier. Let's get it. Bradbury spent more time on his back than a starfish, bro. Hey, no cap, though. No cap, Tag. Talk to him, Tag. Let them know, Tech. Everybody talking about, you got people talking about one Bradbury to stay. Motherfucker, what? Motherfucker, why? Huh? Oh, I went in on Bradbury beginning of the live. Make sure y'all watch the whole live. Go back and rerun it because I went in on Garrett Bradbury, big soft back ass on the whole live beginning, dog. Ate his big fat ass up like he loved to eat a big fat ass pizza or burrito, bro. Fuck out of her. Sylvia in the building. Sylvia Hernandez in the building. Sylvia Hernandez in the building. Hit the roll, Jack. Hit the roll, Jack. Who are you talking about, Sylvia? Are we talking about Bradbury or are we talking about Kevin O'Connell? Which one are we talking about, Sylvia? Are we talking about Bradbury or Kevin O'Connell, huh? Let me know. Let me know, Sylvia. Much appreciated to you in the chat. Let's go, big dog. Let's go. Once again, are you talking about hit the road, Jack? Are you speaking to KOC or are you speaking to Garrett Bradbury? Heavy. I must know. Let's get back into the video. Heavy, huh? Skolvikes.
Really, since training camp, you think about 3 preseason games and then 14 wins in the regular season, and then to lose to 2 teams twice. What did those teams do that we didn't to win those games, and how we can build a team accordingly to not only navigate through those problems and those challenges, but
all good, Jonathan. All good, bro. All good. Understood. That's all you gotta say, bro. Hey, Respect, dog. I get it. I dig it. Just holler at me next time when you can, homie. All good, all is well. You hear me? Glad you in the chat. Glad you donating and supporting the channel, supporting the grind. Much appreciated to you, big dog heavy. Understood, homie. Let's get it.
But also to looking at the totality of the season, what are all the ways we can be better into the future? And that's what we do. That's what we do every single day. We're trying to press forward towards where we want to be.
Kevin, you mentioned signing a contract extension this year.
I do, and I've had great dialogue with our ownership and this week in reflection as the season came to an end, and anything beyond that, I would prefer to kind of keep those discussions internal.
Is there a timeline of when you want to have it done?
Yeah, there's in my mind, like I said, anything beyond that my initial statement there, I'd like to keep internal.
I mean, that said, there's been a lot of
What they asking about? Hold on. This the tricky shit here. Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
I would prefer to
Was it about the extension or what? I don't want to miss that part, so let's go back a little bit.
trying to press forward towards where we want to be.
Here we
you
go.
mentioned signing a contract extension this year.
I do, and I've had great dialogue.
So he was asked, does he want to sign a contract extension this year? He said, I do. Let's get into it. The man asked him, does he want to sign a contract extension this year? And he said, yes, I do. Let's get it.
With our ownership and this week in reflection as the season came to an end, and anything beyond that, I would prefer to kind of keep those discussions internal.
Is there a timeline of when you want to have it done?
Yeah, there's in my mind, like I said, anything beyond that my initial statement there, I'd like to keep internal.
I mean, that said, there's been a lot of reports that there's quote unquote.
But see, it doesn't matter when he wants to get it done. It's on the Wills, not him. Doesn't matter when, when KOC wants to get it done, right? It's on the Wills ultimately. Like, who really cares at this point who wants to get it done when you want to get it done, KOC? You haven't earned it, big dog. I understand you want one. I get that. But ask yourself, KOC, have you earned one, homie? Have you earned one? You hear me? Point blank period, huh?
More tension, or that there's something that needs to be done or figured out before that process would finalize. And are you able to say whether that's accurate or not?
What I would say is I love being the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. And with that becomes the fact that I love our ownership. I have a great relationship with our ownership, and feel so fortunate. Of
course he's going to say that. Of course he's going to say that, right? Speak politically correct. What are you going to say? Oh, no, I'm mad. Oh, yeah, I will be traded. I will accept the trade. Oh, this and that. What is he going to say? What are you going to say, man? Come on, bro. Stop the cap, huh? What is he going to say at this moment, at this point, bro? Period. DOD in the building, DOD in the building. Shout out DOD in the building. SKOL Vikings, SKOL Vikings, baby. SKOL Vikings heavy, man. SKOL Vikings heavy. You hear me? No cap. DOD, if you want to come up and show your face and talk and chop it up with Big SKOL, bro, let me know, big dog. Let me know, and I drop the link. Heavy. Shout out DOD. I think he a new face in the chat here. You hear me, dog? Shout out DOD. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe, DOD, and hit that bell if you haven't done so already. You are much appreciated, big dog. Support the grind, support the channel, homie. DOD, SKOL Vikes. Okay, DOD says nope, he hasn't earned it. DOD says nope, he hasn't earned it. I like that, DOD. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Period. And if you want to explain why he hasn't earned it, feel free to come up here, man. Come up here, DOD, and speak your piece, homie. Hey, kick how you feel, say how you feel, but keep it real, big dog. 1,000, you hear me? And that goes for anybody who comes in the chat. You want to come up here, chop it up, come rock and roll with Big SKOL? Let me know. 1,000 heavy. Nope, he hasn't earned it. Here we go, man. We got to be real. Everybody from the outside looking in knows. Everybody from the outside looking in knows that he hasn't earned it, homie. Heavy. You hear me? Period. Period, homie. Let's not be delusional. Stop the cap. He hasn't earned nothing. One extension. DOD says, I'm at work, bro, I would. Much respect, understood. No problem, no cap. DOD says he's at work. I dig it, bro. I was at work earlier, you hear me? Heavy, bro. Yeah, you hear me? So I know the grind, understand the grind, respect the grind, etc. If you ever get a chance, you ever want to chop it up, come rock and roll with Big School. I'm going live a lot more this off season. Believe that. The revenge tour starts now. The revenge tour starts now, homie. I might set up a little call-in, phone-in thing, but I would much rather just talk face-to-face. You hear me, dog? Really chop it up, all that phone shit, bullshit, and all. I want to see the person I'm talking to, look in their eyes, see if they're real talking real or talking cap, homie. Heavy, you hear me? Big Skull here. Skull Vikes, win, lose, or draw. Let's get back to the video, bro. Let's get it. I'm going to keep some of the comments up here, and I might stop commenting so much on the video. You hear me, dog? Because, you know, I got KWESI to get to as well. I think that one's like 20 minutes long. And I'm trying to get, I think Tech want to come up after, or whoever else wants to come up. But I think Tech Jedi for sure. Me and him will be chopping it up again. Let me know how y'all feel about the video that I dropped of me and Tech chopping it up, kicking real shit. Let me know, dog. But I'm going to stop pausing as much, commenting. Just let the whole video play. Y'all can put y'all opinions in the comment as the video goes on. I'll address them after it's done, but I'm trying to get through this. Yeah, trying to be done by a certain point in time, dog. You know, got some shit to do in the morning, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna let it play more. Now, if he says something just egregious, I might have to stop the motherfucker and speak on it, get on his head top and make his head drop. Or if he even says something that makes sense. But I'm gonna stopping it as much. Heavy. Let's get it, bro. Hold on. Who we got in here? S Peaceful Looter in the building. Vikes for life. Vikes for life, big dog. Vikes for life. No cap. Vikes for life, homie. You hear me? Heavy, bro. No cap, bro. Big SKOL Vikes, you know we here, man. Let's get it, man. Shout out. Much appreciated. SP Looter in the building. Heavy. SP Looter, you want to come up, show your face, and keep it real and talk and say how you feel. Let me know, bro. No cap, big dog. Let's get back to it.
Like I said, you know, not only just the way they support us and believe in us, but also, you know, the impact they have on our players, on our locker room, and ultimately where we all want to go together. Feel very, very great about that. And yeah.
Kevin, you mentioned Sam's body of work as you've had time to look at it and reflect. Like, how do you balance the season that he had with what happened in those last 2 games?
Yeah, I think, you know, for me, like looking at Sam's body of work, you know, I think Sam should be very proud about the season he put together from start to finish. He answered the bell.
I gotta stop it. Don't say finish, KLC. Don't say fucking finish. He did not finish strong. He didn't answer no damn bell. Period. He didn't answer no damn bell. You didn't answer the bell. Your O-line didn't answer the bell. And guess what? Sam Darnold didn't answer the damn bell, dog. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the motherfucking cap, bro. Period. He didn't answer no fucking bell. And he didn't finish nothing. What did he finish, bro? You kidding me? Period. Were you watching your players play last game and the game before that? You hear me? What the fuck, Homer? Are you kidding me right now? Wow, bro. Are we serious? Are we serious? Finish strong. He didn't finish nothing strong. The fuck? Bro must have been asleep during the game or something, homie. Bro, you sleep, bro? You all right, bro? Wake up. What you sipping on, tea or coffee? Wake the hell up, KOC. Quarterback ain't finished strong, homie. Punk ass finished weak as fuck. You hear me? Believe that for real. No disrespect, just facts though. You hear me?
Day in and day out with his preparation, and really, I think he learned a lot about what he can be in this league, and I think he proved to the whole league that he can play, you know, a winning level quarterback, winning 14 games in the first year, like really nobody's ever been able to do before in our league, and I think that's a testament to Sam and Josh and Grant, the guys working with him on a daily basis, and his teammates around him. So I think
I'm gonna get to Sam more tomorrow on the live tomorrow. I'm gonna get on Sam Darnold head top and make his head drop. I'm gonna really dive in, talk about Darnold, get real serious about Darnold, dog. Probably around 12 p.m. Hopefully 12 p.m. Trying to get it done before the playoff games start and the UFC fight starts, dog. Let me know if you watching the UFC fights tomorrow night. Let's get it. Yeah, let me know if you're watching the UFC fights, UFC 311 tomorrow night, dog, and the playoff games as well. But I'm going to get into Sam Darnold tomorrow. Believe that. Believe that.
You know, when I think about the year that Sam had, I envisioned him having that kind of year when we identified him as a guy that we wanted to add to this organization last year, and everything that took place after that was all a systematic process to help him play the best football of his career, which I think he did. And I'm really proud of Sam for that.
Did Sam's play, Kevin, change the thinking internally for you and the staff? Because, you know, in training camp, I think it was after JJ had the surgery, you stood up there and said, we have found our quarterback of the future, which is a pretty strong endorsement. As Sam played well, did that change the potential starter for 2025 in your mind, or do you still see JJ as being your guy?
Yeah, I think
We go.
like when I said that in training camp about JJ, I think it was to make sure that everybody knew my perspective on what we had added via a first-round draft pick to our organization, which was, you know, a guy we all believe in his future. We all believe he had already done some things to confirm a lot of the special aspects of what JJ McCarthy had been as a player, you know, at a very successful level at the collegiate level, but then also in a very short amount of time, what we had deemed to be, you know, he was absolutely on the right track. And at the same time, you know, throughout that whole time, I do remember saying that, you know, Sam was having a great training camp and doing a lot of the things that we hoped he would do on his kind of individualized approach to being at his best and playing the best football of his career. So I think all of those things, you know, when I look at the quarterback position, I think we had a very strong quarterback room this year. At one point in time, I remember walking in there and seeing, you know, 5 quarterbacks sitting in that room, all with the ability, in my opinion, to win games, all with the ability to play the position at a pretty darn high level, all at different times and points of their journey as quarterbacks in this league. So I think it's just it's a remarkable thing to have all those guys in the room, and how we build forward and how we.
KOC is speaking, being politically correct right now. He is saying what he's supposed to say. He's not saying how he truly feels, which why would you expect him to? Did any of us think that he would get up there on the podium and say how he really felt? If you did, you are delusional, homie. We've seen this numerous times, dog, year after year after year, period. No cap, bro. Even in the Mike Zimmer regime, etc., they say what's supposed to be said. Mike Zimmer, sometimes he came out and flat out said it, though. You know, he was very honest, dog, and transparent for a lot of his pressers, conferences, interviews, etc. But KOC, he doesn't throw his players under the bus. So, of course, he's going to say Sam Darnold did good. His quarterback room is good, etc. He's not going to sit here and say how he really feels about Sam Darnold, dog. Period. Come on, bro. He's going to be politically correct. He's going to say what sounds good. We all know Sam Darnold was piss poor in the 2 biggest games of his life, of his career. Piss poor, dog. Trash, garbage. Get him out of there. I got to speak no more about it. Like I said, tomorrow I'm on Sam Darnold's head top. I might make his head drop.
Put things together as we move into the future will be based upon what gives us the best chance to win, what gives us the best chance to put the best version of the Minnesota Vikings football team on the field. And I think it's way too early to, you know, in that process to really identify exactly what that looks like. But we're going to go through every layer of it, Judd, and we're going to clearly decide that path that best helps us move forward to win games.
How do you weigh those last 2 games for Sam, though? Like, they clearly were a struggle for the entire team. But, you know, it was 16 pretty good games, a couple of clunkers. But then those, how do you weigh them correctly? Because it was certainly a deviation from what had from what he had done for 16 games?
Yeah, I think it's important for us to take a large scale look at everything that went into those games, both, how we prepared, how we handled the season up until that point. Why were we not at our best in those games, and not just Sam, but our football team, whether it's offense, defense.
I can't just let this play, let it go on and hear bullshit, dog. Can't just keep letting him play and he's talking bullshit. You know why you were bad at the game. There's no secret. There's no secret, bro. And shout out Tech. Tech, we gonna go in. Tech, we gonna go in, Tech. You hear me? I saw your comment, Tech. Trust me. We finna go in after these videos, Tech. We finna go in, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the go. I might keep the live going a little extra, but we finna go in, Tech. Heavy, bro. Because we gotta really break this shit down and explain why KOC does not deserve an extension. We finna, hey, Tech, the aftermath of the live. Are you ready, Tech? Will you be around, Tech? Let me know, big dog. And if anybody else want to come up, let me know as well. You hear me? No cap, bro. We're gonna get into this shit for real. Nip this shit in the bud for real. Get down to the nitty gritty for real, dog. Shout out Tech in the building. We finna get to the nitty gritty for real, homie. You hear me? Might be a little minute, Tech, but we gonna get it. Trust me, bro. We gonna get it heavy, bro. Folks is tripping, dog. Ain't no way you can convincingly say this man deserve an extension. Then people gonna get up there talk. He gonna get up there talking about why this happened, why that happened. We know why the fuck it happened. Your team wasn't prepared. Your line sucks this week. Sam Darnold crashed. You crashed. You failed, bro. We know why. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? And people acting like, oh, if you don't think Kevin O'Connell should get an extension, you can stop watching. You hear me? You can stop watching. Tell your mama to stop watching, motherfucker. Hear me? Pussy fan boy. Revoke your fan card. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to see them boys win for real. Because if you did, you want to see them perform at their fucking best and be their best, bitch. Huh? People in my comments talking about, oh, you don't want to see O'Connell. I couldn't even watch your video. I didn't even watch your video because you talking about KOC doesn't deserve an extension. You're a net and riding pussy bitch. Will never want you on my fucking team or around me, you yes man pussy punk. You hear me? Yes man punk. That's what they are, bruh. Fuck out of here. Them type of fans don't want to see the Vikings win for real and be their best. They cool with the Vikings going to the playoffs and getting beat for the next 10 years. They would be cool with it and love it and support it and root for it, dog, and be satiated with that shit. Oh, they be so satiated, huh? You hear me? Oh, Vikings get to the playoffs every year, 10 years straight and lose the first round. Oh, they cool with it. They cool with it. What the? Get out of here. Minnesota Vikings, nice crap, homie. You hear me? Come on, bruh. Stop the cap, homie.
And special teams, where were the points throughout those games that critically affected our chances to win? Because the one thing I've learned, not only here with our two opportunities, and really if you count that last Detroit game of the regular season as an opportunity, with something on the line, and then going back further than that, with my journey in LA that led to me being here before you guys. I think so many little things in a game lead up to, the final score and the outcome and the massive amounts of, narratives that can come out of.
KOC, stop the cap, bro. You capping, homie. You know what the hell the difference was. You was on a Super Bowl championship team. What was the biggest difference, KOC? You had a line. You had the trenches. Stop lying, bruh. I'm here fucking lying, dude. You know the damn difference, homie. You hear me? You know exactly what the difference was, homie. Stop the cap, bruh. Period, KOC. I know what the hell going on. Talking about the difference between the Rams and this and that. Shut the fuck up, homie, bruh. I care about you too much, KOC, to let you sit up there and lie, dog, on yourself and on your team. You hear me? I know you can't come out there and say my old line was piss poor, a bunch of fat bums. I know you can't say that. You can't say Garrett Bradbury bitch ass don't block shit, wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. I know you can't say that, but damn, dog, don't exaggerate, be extra, don't lie up that motherfucker. You know why? You know the difference. You know what you had with the Rams? Defensive front, offensive front. You had a Hall of Famer at every level. Huh? You hear me? Come on, bruh. Are you kidding me? I can't just let this shit play when I'm hearing bullshit, dog. When I'm hearing a bunch of piss poor bullshit excuses. When he's lying out his teeth, lying like a motherfucker. Can't just let this play, you hear me? Nigga lying. Straight up. Talking about he don't know why or try to figure out why. Figure out what? We know why. Come on, bruh. Tripping. Lying, KOC. You a liar now? That's you, KOC? Gonna be a liar to the people? All right, bet. Get up out of here then, homie. Heavy. Talking about why, like he don't know why, what's going down. What, bruh? Stop the cap. Heavy. Here.
You know, games like that. And I understand it. I get it. I totally do. Because those are the types of games you want to play. And those are the types of teams you want to build that play in those games. But I have learned over the years that it could be one play, 1 third down in the red zone, 1 third down in the field where there's a chance to.
It was more than one play, more than 1 third down. It was 5 plays, 4 trips to the red zone, 3 points. The fuck? Huh? 9 points in the playoff game. It was more than just a couple third downs. More like 10, 20 the past 2 weeks. Fuck you talking about, bruh? Are we delusional here? And the media just sit there. They big biscuit head punk asses. The media just sit there. No questions, no real questions. Weak ass questions, huh? We know why. Certain situations, a couple third downs. What? A couple? You couldn't score in the red zone and you made it there 5 times. You got 3 points. Come on, bruh.
To make a play, or I could have given a better play call, or we could have had a better protection plan, or we could have, maybe it's a defensive assignment or execution of a call, and all of those things lead to the ending outcome. But so much of it has to do with that one play when you look back on the totality of it. I think Sam did a lot of fantastic things. I think everybody around this league acknowledges the type of season Sam had, but as we kind of decompress and go through those games, which we'll do many, many times, probably too many times, to be honest. If I'm speaking totally of myself, the amount of times I've watched the tape of our last game already is probably not healthy. But at the same time, I think we've got to acknowledge the big picture. And then my job as the head coach is to figure out every layer of the why behind how it ended, while also acknowledging a lot of the good things that took place leading into that.
Go back to that last game. Was there anything that you could have done to help Sam with protection in terms of quicker development?
Yeah, I think, we actually had a lot of plays that, had quicker elements to throw the football.
Cap, stop the cap, bro. What plays? What quick plays? What quick plays? You didn't run them right. You talking about those weak ass wide receiver screens? Weak ass shit, bruh. Say my O-line was piss poor, dog. Say that, KOC. Say I fucked up and I fucked up and didn't make adjustments. Say that, KOC. Get out your ego for once, homie. Blame it on your O-line. I respect you more you do that. At least it's believable, huh? Blame your O-line. They soft punk ass. He talking about quick game play was implemented, incorporated where? You ain't incorporated quick game since I don't know when. Got going here, homie. Are y'all hearing this? In the chat, are y'all hearing this, homie? For real? Did the man just say that? Incorporated quick plays, when and where? When and where? Come on, bruh. Come on, stop it.
The way we were defended, in a lot of instances, with whether it was single high coverage, whether it was a double on Justin, whether it was.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check your school's saying first before saying it.
High tide!
It's roll tide.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Bruh.
Split safety coverage. There was there was a lot of their game plan was designed to take away those early in the down quick throws, and that's where it required a layer of getting into the progressions and having real decisiveness with the things we did from 1 to 2 to 3, and required some things that our whole offense needed to be incredibly detailed, and that was our protection plan. That was knowing where to go with the football when the pocket did start to collapse. That was, being able to navigate the down based upon the situation, Ben, of where we're at, a third down in field goal range, making sure that we stayed in field goal range and didn't feel the need to try to win the game on every single play. And that's play calls from me. That's execution from our quarterback and the other 10 guys in that huddle. That's the detail and the ability to have the spacing and the intent of the play received as it expresses itself through the play. It's a lot of those things. It's the consistency at which we can play football and do some of the high-powered good things we've done while avoiding some of the negatives. And there was way too many negatives across the board to be able to overcome those things. When you consider the amount of yardage lost via some of those sacks versus if you take away those numbers where we're at as an offense on that day, and then just the plays on those weighty downs that we have to be able to either throw and catch better, we have to be able to protect better, we have to be able to have it all come together at a much higher rate in those moments in a game like that, which I always will look at my responsibility to drive that thing to get there.
A lot of off season to unfold, but would you be comfortable with JJ's starter week 1 if that's just considering the injury coming off and everything like that?
Yeah, I'm very excited about where JJ's at. I mean, I wanted to give you guys an update on him and a few of our players here from a medical standpoint, but he's returned to on-field training. He's returned to being able to be right where we hoped he would be at this point, to have the type of off season to.
That's good news about JJ, right? Definitely good news about JJ. Good to know he's on the field working out. He looked real skinny on the sidelines of the Lions game. He looks real skinny on the sidelines of the Lions game. But that's great news to see he's back on the field, training, practicing, etc. Great news, dog. Wish the best. Is JJ McCarthy season, right? It's the JJ McCarthy era, correct? Heavy, dog. No cap. You hear me?
To be able to answer that question. I think he maximized what this year was for him. I think he's got a level of comfort in our offensive system and getting to, really have a front row seat for every aspect of what Sam went through from being in the first year in our system and watching it kind of morph and grow and adapt as the season went on, why we do things. Hey, we're being defended like this. Here's the next, alliteration of as our offense kind of continues to take shape to try to do the things we feel like we need to do to win every single game. So I think him being able to absorb a lot of that and now have a really positive offseason from start to finish here will be able to give us, I think the answer to that question, as well as, what that quarterback room looks like as a whole, the way I look at it. But very excited about the opportunity to be there with JJ as he continues to, move through this wonderful thing we call the quarterback world. So I'm very excited about that.
Last one.
What are your thoughts about the run game?
Yeah, I thought we improved. I thought we did some things to be a little bit more.
About time it's the last one. These questions been cap. All these questions been cap. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit, bro. Heavy.
Consistent. I still think there's always going to be room to grow in as we continue to build the 2025 version of Minnesota Vikings.
What do you ask them? Hold up.
Move through this wonderful thing we call the quarterback world. So I'm very excited about that.
Last one.
What are your thoughts about the run game?
Yeah, I thought we improved.
He asked him what was his thoughts about the run game. Oh, I'm interested into hearing this here though, dog. Last question of the presser. Cool, dog. About time, because they've been capped. But this man said, what were your thoughts on the fucking run game? Let's get it.
we did some things to be a little bit more consistent. I still think there's always going to be room.
Consistent win. Consistent win, bruh. Heavy, homie. Oh, man. Oh, man, are you kidding me? Consistent win in the run game. Never, bruh. Are you kidding me? Consistent where, KOC? Are you delusional, homie? Am I the only one hearing this, dog? What, bruh? DOD facts, bro. You hear me? No cap, bro. DOD. Shout out DOD. Tech Jedi. Consistently shit at running the ball. Come on, bro. I can't be the only one hearing this here. Hearing this here, homie. Heavy, huh? Stop the cap, bro. Kill that noise. Consistent where in the run game? What? Period. Consistent where? You couldn't even score on the goal line. You were scared to run the ball on the goal line, KOC. Or what, you forgot? They forgot, huh? Come on, bro.
Room to grow in you know, as we continue to build the 2025 version of Minnesota Vikings, you know, having total alignment between our personnel, the things we do well in the run game, where our strong points are in the run game, and then ultimately, you know, tying schemes into that. I think Aaron Jones was a huge addition, because I think he brought a level of execution and consistency to that position that really was impactful, and his ability to sustain over the course of the season and have a career year, 1,500 yards all purpose, and what that really meant to our team. And then I think Cam, getting Cam back and the way he infused, his skill set into it throughout the totality of the season. And we still have a lot of strong feelings towards Ty and what he's able to bring. But I think I think there was growth. I think there was improvement. I still think that there's a lot of runway to improve both how we put together our team, how we attack the offseason, and figuring out exactly what the group up front's going to look like, and ultimately how that all ties into how we want to play offense to, make the quarterback's job easier, make it so that we can live in friend.
That's what I'm saying, Tech. That's what I'm saying, Tech. You hear me, dog? Exactly what I'm saying. I'm gonna get the cap, bruh. Stop the cap, bruh, for real.
Down in distances as many times as possible, and maybe the biggest thing is avoiding some of those negatives that can set you back like they do.
All right, let's go. Let's go, bro. KWESI now.
Living with opioid addiction can be a trapped in a cycle.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm gonna take a little intermission, play a song for y'all. But yeah, I gotta do something right quick, man. I'm gonna be back. We here. Tech, I got you, bro. We're gonna do KWESI, then me and you gonna chop it up afterwards if you got time. If not, we do it at another time, dog. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm chilling. Got some shit to do in the morning. Heavy, you hear me? But yeah, so I'm good. So we can stay a little extra time. But Tech, let me know if you would be available still, dog. We'll get into that later. But we got KWESI. But right now, I'm gonna do a little intermission. Play a little song too. Get some more SKOL type shit going. You hear me? Like I say, if my monetization, if it's a copyright, anything, when from this live, when I play this video, I won't be doing it again. Period, bro. So no cap. But whoever made this song, I feel like this fits the Vikings very well here. Heavy, bro. Get you in that mode, that Vikings mode. Pay attention to the beat, not only the beat, but the lyrics as well, the words that are being said, etc., man. Shout out S Peaceful Looter in the building. S Peaceful Looter is in the building. Much appreciated, big dog. Let's get it. Khalid L. Emmons' favorite line of mine, high school, was, "I just go for the bomb. Addison, that guy." Oh, man, bro. Addison is that guy. Addison is that guy, bro. Yeah, bro. Addison is that guy. At this point, speculations can be made, bro. So let's get to it real quick. Do a little intermission. I will be back, though. Start it over. Y'all rock with me, man. Won't be that long. I just want to get y'all something to listen to and watch. You hear me while I step away real quick. Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second. Let me reboot it, reshare it real quick. 1 second, homie. 1 second.
If you want to travel with your kid, but don't want to share your kid's bedtime, you might not want to share a hotel room. Get an Airbnb and get some time after bedtime.
Get it, man. Let's go, bro. We go, man. Back at it. You know what it is. Let's run it, man. Let's run it. Let's run it, bro. We go. So we got what? KWESI next. Got KWESI next. I think Darnold's throwing the hand got injured in that Packers game. Well, he might have been injured before that, but if so, if that's the case, if it's injured, I'm not gonna give him that excuse. He should have said that. They should have said that. You hear me? KLC should have known that. The trainers, the coaches, etc., the staff should have known that, dog. I'm not letting him cop out like that. You hear me? No cap. If he had a hurt hand, PNP, they should have said, did something fucking about it. They should have started Nick Mullins or got Daniel Jones prepared and ready, dog. Period, point blank, no cap. I'm not buying that. You hear me? I'm not buying that there. That's a fucking excuse. Fuck out of here. Period. What happened to Rams game? What happened to Rams game? Same thing? What? Yeah, all right. Not buying that, bruh. Sound like an excuse, PNP. No cap. Let's get into this KWESI Adolpha Mensa. You hear me? Let's get it, bro. Last one. Like I said, I'm gonna save Sam Darnold for tomorrow. Me and Tech gonna chop it up if he's still here and really break down why KOC does not deserve an extension. Heavy. Period, bro. Next up, we got KWESI though. Let's get him. 1 second, you hear me? I gotta do them both. I got him doing both. Because KWESI is going under the radar. KWESI has been going under the radar, and we can't have that. No way, no sir, dog. No sir, dog. You hear me? No cap. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. 1 second, hold up, KWESI. Slow it down now, nigga. just settle down now, nigga. Don't try to move too fast now, KWESI. Settle down now, dog. Give me 1 second to share your ass with the people, dog. Calm down now, nigga. You hear me? Heavy, dog. Let's get it, bro. Calm down, my dude. Period. No cap, bro. Heavy, you hear me? Oh, well, what a title. We've laid the foundation. We've laid the foundation. What foundation, KWESI? What foundation, homie? You hear me? Let's get it. Here we go, man. We here. Big SKOL Vikes. Win, lose, or draw forever. Believe that.
As we put an ending to this season, I want to start off by thanking our players and coaches for all they put into it. They spent a lot of time away from their families, a lot of dedication, a lot of hours to put a great product on the field for our organization, our fans. And, that last locker room scene is a tough one where, you didn't end up where you wanted to go. A really special team to be a part of that. They had such belief in each other, had great relationships. So that was a tough scene, but I just want to start off by thanking them. Our football.
You're damn right didn't where you get where you want to go. You're damn right y'all didn't get where you want to go, KWESI. And once again, I stand on it 10 toes down. Even though you overachieved, right? Guess what? The expectations rose, became higher when you won 14 games. Compete, at least compete. That's the big thing, KWESI. Your personnel, the roster you put together, you deserve as much blame as KOC. Subtract the on the field, coaching stuff, etc. But you deserve as much blame as KOC because this is your roster, your building blocks. You make the ultimate decisions. You ignored the O-line. You ignored the trenches once again, like we've been knowing what's up for years. Even before you got here, I'm sure you've seen some of the Vikings personnel, KWESI, and your big biscuit head ass chose not to address the trenches, not 1 year, not 2 year, but 3 years in a damn row, dog. Period, point blank, period. I guess you thought you had enough skilled players to just beat team that way? No, dog. Playoff runs, playoff pushes, Super Bowl caliber teams are built in the trenches, dog. Built in the trenches. Games are won in the trenches, huh? Super Bowls are won in the trenches, dog. Defense and offense. First line of protection, first line of defense, etc., etc. This is not rocket science, huh, KWESI? This is fucking football, something you're supposed to be an elite expert at, as far as your analysis, seeing, understanding, observing, identifying elite football players. Maybe you're too focused on the analysis. Hold up, let me stop the cap. You did just bring in Jonathan Grenard. You did just bring in Blake Cashman. I give you that. Very talented players, heavy. Van Ginkel, etc., etc. Can't take that away from you. But your drafts have been piss poor. Besides one, two, three players or four players, your drafts haven't been great. Your first draft was trash. Your first round draft pick was a bust, was a super fucking bust. Gave you nothing. Gave you no upside, period. You got nothing out of him. No disrespect. Wish him the best, but injured, horrific injury, out 1 season, 2 seasons, did nothing preseason, wasted draft pick. You could have had a player like J-Mo from Detroit, could have got J-Mo, could have got the defensive tackle from the Eagles. You could have went so many different ways, but you chose who? Lewis Seen. What did you judge him on? What did you pick him by? Heavy, bro. Who are the rest of your picks? Nobody's. No disrespect. We're talking facts. We're talking facts. Enough for the Minnesota Vikings nice. If you want Minnesota Vikings nice for me, Big SKOL, get the fuck out of here. I don't want you here because you're fake as a bitch. Huh? I do not want you here because you're fake as a bitch. If you want Minnesota Vikings nice, take your ass somewhere else to one of them pussies over there. Heavy. To one of them people who get together and nut ride each other. Go to them over there, huh? Heavy, huh? Big SKOL here. You hear me? Period. Not finna lie just for the camera, just to try to get a shot or something. You hear me? Nut ride, tell lies. That's what they're fucking doing. That's what they're really fucking doing. Telling lies about the team, etc. Lying for a click, for a view. Are you kidding me? A world bunch of pussies. That's the world we live in, dog. A world of a bunch of pussies, huh? Heavy. Men act like women, and women want to act like men. Heavy, dog. You hear me? No cap, bruh. Period. Kidding me, bruh? Men act like women, and women want to act like men. Heavy, you hear me? Oh, PNP cap, ass wipe horse shit. Care about him holding his hand? Want to hear about that? Oh, what, an excuse? You're trying to find an excuse, PNP? I want to give a damn about him holding his hand, what you saw or thought you saw. PNP. Gonna make me get on your head top tonight. PNP, you hear me, dog? Period, big dog. You're talking cap. Reaching for an excuse for Sam Darnold. Piss poor performance. Shut up. Heavy, period. Shut up. Shut your ass up, you hear me? Or get up out of here, heavy. You hear me? Much respect, but shut your ass up. You sound like a punk ass fan right now. Nut riding fan. Talking about Sam Darnold's hand, huh? Stop the cap, bruh. Let's get back to it.
Operations staff and personnel staff who, the unsung heroes of this thing and, help us run as a great, efficient machine. And they spent a lot of time with this, and just want to make sure that I start by saying that. And our great fans showed up to support us in every stadium, different countries. They were a big part of why this season was so special. I made a lot of great memories. And then our great owners who continue to push us and give us the resources to excel and be run as a world-class organization. And we're always indebted to that. Though this season didn't end where we wanted it to, I did want to take a second to appreciate what we were able to accomplish. 14 wins, a playoff berth, and one of the best divisions in recent memory. I think we've laid the foundation for a really competitive, sustained team. A lot of smart, tough guys who love football. I think you can build and do a lot of great things with a group like that.
Don't say tough. Don't say tough. Don't say tough. Be specific. Fuck. Be specific, KOC. Stop lying to the people, bro. Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? Lying to the people? Oh, I get it now. This is Minnesota Vikings. Nice. Heavy. This is Minnesota Vikings. Nice right here. I get it now. I see why. I see why. All those years, you know, as a young kid, a young child, bro, young warrior, watching the Vikings play. Always asking yourself, damn, dog, why can't this team get over the hump? Especially when you get to a point where you're really paying attention, when it starts to matter, like heavy, you hear me? You hear me, period, dog. Like when you get, you know, you get older and start really watching the game, understanding the game, especially if you play, period, bro. You just wonder, why can't the Vikings get over the hump? Like, what's up with the Vikings? Heavy, you hear me, dog? Talented at times, great rosters, coaches, etc. Why do they always fold? Coaches and players, you ask yourself, why? Oh, man, why, bro? Wow, bro. Because it's been Minnesota Vikings nice forever. That's been the standard. I fucking get it. It's the Minnesota Vikings nice standard. Woo, ha. Come on, bro. It's the fucking weak ass Minnesota Vikings nut riding fan standard. And these coaches want to make sure they cater to the standard. And it's the Wills pump bitch ass too all along as well. You hear me? The Wills play a part as well. These coaches are feeding into the Wills. You hear me? Feeding into the fans. Bullshit. The love for them, dog. They're playing on the fans. Playing on the fans. I get it. Oh, you hear me? Heavy, bro. Ooh. Oh, man, bro. Big changes need to be made. KWESI, I'm going to tell you this, bro. KWESI, I'm going to tell you this, bro. You're going to have to make some tough decisions and drop your nuts. Because I see clearly it's year 3 and you still ain't dropped your nuts on the fucking wolf yet, dog. You acting like a scary boy. You acting like a scary boy, man. You hear me? Period. See, back in the old days, at least you can say the Vikings were different. They competed. You hear me, dog, with the Bud Grants, etc. They at least dropped their nuts at times, got close, competed in big games, not get their ass kicked, get their ass slaughtered. At least the boys, Vikings of the old school, purple people eaters, etc. They competed and got down and banged up. They banged in big game moments. You hear me, bro? They didn't win them all, but they was there. They were exciting and they fought. Blame the fucking kickers. Even Mike Zimmer's team, besides the 2017 NFC Championship. You hear me, dog? Period, bro. And maybe versus the Panthers. They banged though heavy. You hear me, dog? They didn't just get their ass kicked, get thrown around heavy, and they were. Woo, and they were tough in them trenches, tough and big in them trenches. They understood what it meant to bang and win in the trenches. That's why they got the NFC championships, et cetera, period. Some Super Bowls and lost, et cetera, et cetera. They understood what it took to win. They were more gritty back then, more tough back then. Don't say tough on your fucking roster. Be specific, KOC. You must be specific, my boy. You hear me? Garrett Bradbury is not tough. Ooh, I don't want to disrespect O'Neal, but I don't know if he's tough anymore. Blake Brandell, fake tough. Reisner, fake ass tough. The Detroit Lions pushed his punk ass wife down the fucking stadiums damn near. Talked about him, disrespected her, called her out her name, and his bitch ass couldn't even show up to try to play them again, dog, to get his revenge. Well, guess what? I'm starting a revenge tour. I'm starting a revenge tour here out this bitch. Big skolvikes, win, lose, or draw. Put me on the staff, on the scene. I'll change the scenery. You hear me, dog? Heavy. Period, bro. Darisaw was injured. Tough players, tough guys on the roster. Van Ginkel, Loco and Tough. Cashman. Jonathan Grenard. Heavy, bro. Who else? Byron Murphy. I'll give Harrison Phillips the credit right now. Harrison Phillips, he barely gets in that equation. Josh Metellus, dog, Cam Bynum, you hear me? But depending on how much he want, he can get the fuck out of there too. He want to try to get over, guess what? He can get the fuck up out of there too. Heavy. Period, dog. I don't like his man coverage skills. He not fast enough for me anyway. We got Theo Jackson back there. Let it rip. Huh? No more Minnesota Vikings nights, dog. You hear me? Period. Enough of that bullshit. Players, coaches want to go, let them fucking go. Period. Let's get into it. Bullshit. Tired of this, bro. I see why. They talk about standard. What standard? Losing? Average? Mediocre? No standard, boy.
Although it didn't, obviously it didn't go where you wanted to go. And so you
no.
want to make sure at the same time you're appreciating what happened with really trying to study, the feeling we have right now, why we're not continuing on in the tournament. It's that, the go between the large sample of the success, but, the small sample where it didn't go your way. And you want to make sure that.
Is this scripted here? Is this scripted? Is he censored? He said, why this, why that? The same dumbass question KOC asked, huh? Why this happened? Why that happened? Motherfucker, look around. You got dominated in the trenches. Your quarterback folded. Your coach folded. Heavy. your defensive coordinator folded as well. Huh? Everybody, all y'all niggas. You hear me? No cap. Yay. Believe that.
That you don't throw out the small sample, but you don't want to overweight it. You don't want to underweight it. It's it's the exercise we'll undertake as a team. And that always starts with ultimate accountability, and that'll start with KO and I. We'll claw and we'll figure out ways to get the rest of the way where we want to go. We know we haven't gotten there yet, but we're really excited at the path we're on. With that, take questions.
KWESI, when we talked to you before the season, you talked about different expectations and potential outcomes. I guess, how do you view this as one of the best possible outcomes you could have seen, and what that means to kind of the bigger picture?
It's a great question, caller.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get in.
It was an okay course, and it wasn't great. It was an okay course to the collar. It wasn't great. Stop the cap, KWESI. Stop doing the most, bro. It was a regular question. It wasn't nothing serious. Wasn't nothing disrespectful. Wasn't nothing real. It was a good question, and he went around some things. Let's stop the cap, KWESI. You hear me? It wasn't a great question, big dog. It was a good question. Let's say good question out there. Swear, bro.
The 3.6 GPA.
90%. Going into the season, I thought we would be a really competitive, playoff team. I did.
Thank you.
I can't say that I sat here and said we were going to win 4.
Thank you. I'm glad he at least said that. Same thing I said. They were a playoff team. They are a playoff team, especially after I saw the preseason. They are a playoff team, homie. Heavy, you hear me? Heavy, dog. I said they at least got to make the playoffs. At least got to make the playoffs. Check the track record. I said if O'Connell don't make the playoffs, they don't make the playoffs, he should be fired, period. He's in the hot seat right now, dog. But I said, bro, they must make the playoffs. And he just said it right there. To all you fans who, they should have never made the playoffs. The Vikings didn't even think they would compete and play and make the playoffs. Your GM just said it, motherfucker. Nut riding fans. The Vikings GM just said it. You hear me? Oh, I believe we would compete and make the playoffs. What else he got to say? How long have I been saying that, bro? How long? How fucking long, bro? Period. Especially after the acquisitions of Blake Cashman, Van Ginkel, you hear me? Grenard. Come on, bruh. Heavy, no cap. The GM just said it. So do you believe it now? You hear me? Do y'all get it now? You hear me? Or do y'all not? Y'all still asleep. Y'all don't get it. Your GM just said, nigga, I expected us to compete in the playoffs and be a playoff team, dog. Period. Heavy. He's about to say, I didn't expect 14 wins. No one really did, right, dog? But he's about to say, I didn't expect 14 wins, but I expected us to be a playoff team. And I said that all off season, bro. You hear me? Hands down, man down, no cap, bro. Period, homie.
14 games. I'm not going to lie to anybody and say that. But we liked the players we brought in. We thought we had a good chance with our quarterback room to get really good play out of that. However, that shook out. We knew we had a connected group. We had players already here who were shown to be resilient and win one-score games, all those different things that we've established over the first 2 years. So I wasn't surprised that we were a playoff team. But sometimes when you're on the journey, your expectations sort of shift, and that can happen. You almost reset expectations based on how it's going. But I'm going to try, and I'm not there yet, but I will try to step back and just reflect on it in its totality, and make sure that I appreciate for what it is. Did we outperform, underperform, expectations? And you have to do that by looking at a player level, what performances you got, different things like that, and looking at the metrics we do, and just collaborate with our great group and figure that out. But it's hard to answer that right now just because you're still just so stung by not being in the tournament and playing football with a great group that you think deserve more.
Does your success in free agency this year, building this year's team, does that influence how you approach free agency?
I think I always talk about it in terms of acquisition channels, and there's so many ways to do it, whether you approach it in free agency, poach, trade.
Of course he should. Of course it should influence him. One thing we can say about KWESI, did a great job the offseason. KWESI, we give you that. Your free agent acquisitions were great. Nobody can say that. Nobody can deny that. If they deny that, they are capping for that, dog. They are delusional. Now your fucking draft picks, your drafts, your second one was okay, was good, bro. You got a UDFA Ivan Pace in there, dog. You got some other players, etc. But it seems like you know what to do in free agency. Even no-name guys say, Tillery. I would like to see Jerry Tillery back. Heavy. I would like to see Jerry Tillery before I see that bum Bullard. Heavy, dog. You hear me? No cap. Jerry Tillery, big body. You understood who was your defensive coordinator, right? You understood who Brian Flores, how great Brian Flores is as a defensive coordinator when he's on point, and to maximizing players' potential and getting them to play at their highest level. So you get that. You dig that, dog. That's your specialty right there. Focus in on it, hone in on it, while at the same time, right, dog? Get better at having a draft, picking the drafts, Get better at your draft selections. Understand that. Study that. Understand personnel coming out of college, because it's clear to see you know what to look for in personnel, veterans in the NFL, players who have already been there, dog. You've seen them play, put work and tape on the field. You have a better eye for great football players who are veterans in the NFL rather than you do college, and that's cool. College players, that's cool, fine and dandy. Get out of your ego as well and hire a team around you to help you with that. Hey, call me up, bro. Hit me up. You hear me? Your biggest fan. Hit me up. I'll get you the best roster ever fucking in the history, dog. No cap. Hands down, man down. You hear me? Period, dog. For real. I will give you your drafts. I will give you your best draft in the history of a Vikings draft, homie. Believe that. You hear me? Believe that, dog. Oh yeah, period. Give me a call, KWESI. Give me a call and a job there. Let's get it, my boy. Let's fucking win. You hear me? Let's fucking win, KWESI. Shrimp, you hear me? Oh yeah. Hit me up, dog. Keep it under wraps. Woo, let's go, baby. You hear me? No cap, man. But for real, KWESI's very good at identifying free agent players. He needs to be able to do that at the same level he does it, dog, for college players, college athletes. And I don't know who his scouting team is, who does the recruiting, but he needs better ones, period. Ain't no way you should only be hitting on UDFAs for real, dog. Is Dwight McLaughlin, we got to wait to see him. What is he, a bust or not? Did they just want to sit him, rest him? It's time to put him out there, dog. See what he got, huh? You hear me? Heavy. Maybe he needed more time to develop. Once again, rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson. Never forgotten, huh? Never forgotten. Believe that. Let's get it, bro. But KWESI needs to focus on his free agency selecting skills, bro.
Draft, all those different things. We've had players that we've had here and we developed into bigger roles. It's always about identifying what you have in your building, and then knowing where you need to go as a championship team in terms of a talent roster standpoint and going from there. Last year, I believe was, we've got a great pro department. They prepared me kind of the year before for unique opportunities that could have come that year. So we had a dedicated strategy knowing that we would kind of have some resources available to us for the first time, since I've been here, and then some unique opportunities to pursue that. And just because you have, resources, or you want to make sure it fits within your timeline, fits within the culture, the fit of what you're trying to build. And we're excited that it worked out the way it is. Now, I do challenge my group and say that, we're going to make a lot of bets here. They're not always going to go, all well. I think we had a really good outcome. We had a really thorough process, collaboration with our coaches, exact fit, the person, all of it. And I'm so grateful that that worked out the way it did. But we'll use that same process in the draft and free agency and CFA and all those things with the ultimate goal of trying to assemble a championship caliber team.
So I'm just wondering, there was obviously kind of the initial free agent class and then the signings that were a little bit more in response to difficult things that happened. And I'm just kind of wondering how you've been able to reflect on whether it was Shaq and Stephon Gilmore bringing them in or even making.
Hey, Tech, like I say, bro, I think he watches the games, but I don't know if he's just being politically correct right now. But I don't know what making him say that he believed in his line. Oh my gosh, bro, this is crazy. Lying to the fucking people, calling the O-line tough. You're calling Bradbury tough, bro? Stop the cap, KWESI. Damn, bro. Who's picking your personnel for you? Damn, bro. For real. Put me in the building, you hear me? Put me in the building some way, somehow, dog. Put me in the building, you hear me, KWESI? Heavy. I'll give you the best roster you've ever had. I can help you on that field, too. I'll crack some 1,000, you hear me? Heavy. Let me at him. You in the chat, like it up, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel, support the grind. Let's get it, bro. Get back to it. Me and Tech coming later. Late night, baby. Let's grind, let's work. Let's get it, man. Heavy. Me and Tech coming later to really break down and so people can understand and stop nut riding and really, retain information on why Kevin O'Connell should not, I repeat, should not get an extension right now, period. Let's get it. Let's finish this up, though. Got to finish this task at hand right now.
The trade for Cam Robinson and how those things were able to help the team and be fairly seamless.
Yeah, you go over all your decisions and really,
Come on, bro.
My days are long, fast-paced, I'm on my feet. And it wasn't until work that I realized that I wasn't.
Think about why you did them to start. You talk about Cam Robinson. Obviously, somebody was able to come over in a trade and help us the first week he was there. And, there's not many Christian Darasols walking around this earth.
Cam Robinson, average. Let's not get carried away. He helped out, don't get me wrong. He helped out. I like him more than Questenberry, but let's not say Cam Robinson was great or good. For real. Come on, bruh. The man was a false starting machine, period. Man couldn't run block that great and roll tide full of pride, but he had weaknesses and he was exposed as well. Heavy. But hey, I'll say this. Garrett Bradbury, Reisner, and Brandell got more exposed than he did. Heavy, and that's a damn shame. That's sad as fuck because he's the new guy on the roster. He's the new guy in the fucking lineman room, and he understood it better than them. He performed better than those guys. That tells you right there, KWESI. Get him out the building. You hear me? Get him out the building. Enough is enough, bruh. Period. I mean.
all know that he's one of the best players in this league. And so we tried to get somebody to come in here and play good football for us and fit into what we were doing. And we were really excited with what Cam did for us. We knew from an asset standpoint of what it would cost, but also potentially what it could be on the back end and what that would net us as a team. And you're always asking those questions in terms of, okay, well then what needs am I going to have in the future? How is that going to change my planning? So, I think that one in particular, we feel really great about what we did. Shaq, Steph, wasn't all, and those were great ones because it wasn't just about the player, but it was also about who the young guys in that room get to learn from. Now Mekhi Blackman and then Dwight McLaughlin get to learn from you, talking about consummate professionals in a scheme that requires a pretty high intellect and teaching them football. It's so great when I get to be on the sideline and listening to those guys, and the classroom isn't just between coaches and players, it's players to players. And so we're really excited about that. And yeah, the season is this beautiful plan you have. You go in with expectations about what's supposed to happen. And then what did Mike Tyson say? The Mike Tyson thing, you get punched in the face and you got to react and you got to figure stuff out. It's one of my favorite challenges about this job. Because when you're in that moment, you're deciding whether this move we're going to make is going to be a difference between a 7-win team, an 8-win team, a 9-win team. And you got to ask yourself that question in week 5. And that takes a lot of projection, and a lot of different things. And a lot of that comes from my trust in this coaching staff and Kevin to, when we bring in players, get
Here we go. I'm good. Yo, I'm good. What up? I'm good. What's up? Let me know if I'm good. Let me know if I'm good, bro. I'm good. What up? We good. What up? Hey, we good? Let me know. We good? We good? Let's get it. What's up? Yo. Check. What up? We good? All right, bet. My fault. Damn, bro. I had some shit going with the mic. Hold on. All right. Hey, what part did I was going in too, bro? Hey, what part did y'all not hear? What part did I leave off at? Damn. Hey, let me know where I was muted at, man. What part did I leave off at, dog? For real. No cap. You hear me? We got to run that back there. Did y'all hear anything, man? Did y'all hear anything? Did y'all hear anything I said about KWESI? Let me know. Oh, just 65 seconds? All right, bet. Okay, that's not too bad. Bet. Well, I was like, damn, hold on. I was going in, cuz. Yeah. Let's go, man. Fuck, bro. Let's go, Vikes, bro. Oh, man. SKOL Vikes, bro. This shit real, bro. For real, dog. You hear me? I was going in, bro. Don't cap. It's all right, though. We'll get it, man. Let's get it, man. So we good now. We good now. Let me know, bro. Let me know in the chat. Are we good now? Are we good now, bro? Fuck. I ain't starting again until I say, are we good now? Can you hear me? Let me get schools in the chat if we are good now, bro. Heavy, let's get it. All right, bet, man. Fuck, bro. All right, here we go. PNP, chill out. PNP, chill out, man. Chill out, PNP. We here. Calm it down, heavy 1000. The hell wrong with you, PNP? You better calm it down before I have to get on your head top. Make your head drop. You hear me? You hear me, PNP? Now you already said some stupid shit earlier in the chat and on the live and shit like that there. Now you keep on putting on dumb comments, PNP. I'm gonna get on your head top, make your head drop. You seen what happened to Peter Blood? You seen what happened to Peter Blood? You hear me? I had to get on Peter Blood head top, and I ain't seen him since. If somebody know Peter Blood, hey, tell Peter Blood it's all love. He's still a big dog, and come rock and roll with Big Skull Peter Blood. Don't stay away. Don't feel offended. And if so, come up here and get at me and put your face on the camera and say how you feel. Just make sure it's real. You hear me? Make sure it's real. Heavy, bro. No cap. Yeah, man. SKOL Vike, bro. Let's finish this up, man. Me and Tech finna go in for y'all. Heavy.
The most out of them and understand how we're going to fit together as a team. And, again, we will continue to make those moves because I think since we've been here, they've worked out a lot because of our process and our collaboration.
How will you look at your quarterback room, this offseason and heading into next year? And do you want Sam Darnold back?
I think the golden question I think I've gotten, so much through this year, as Sam was playing great, as JJ started out his career playing great and making moves for Daniel Jones is, you're talking about the most important position in our sport. And I don't think it's a bad thing to assemble a lot of talented players in that room who fit your vision, fit how you want to play football, fit from a personal standpoint, what you want to do. And so I think that was the mindset we came in with, and God, we got to see Sam play some incredible football for us. Won a lot of big games, at Seattle, at Lambeau. The production that he was able to do, we're talking about games where he won them for us. There was a lot of games where he was a win because of type player. And you also have to net that with, all of the in totality. So, we're going to approach this offseason, and I don't want to give you the stock answer, but it really is everything we do is about, okay, well, what's the team around them going to look like? What does this piece fit into our whole championship equation? And we'll do those exercises like we did last offseason and came up with the plan that we came up with. We'll have those conversations with Kevin, my staff, everybody in this building to come along board, because at the end of the day, you're making decisions under uncertainty. But what happens is once you find a course of action, it's about how you implement your plan, how you show up every day and get the best version of whoever you decide to go with, the quarterback. How does
What is your plan, Kale? I mean, what is your plan, Quasi? What is your plan now? Ask yourself that, homie. What is your plan now? What is your real plan, Quasi? What is your plan for the line? Since we're talking about plans, since you're calling your players, your roster tough. Oh, everybody's not, dog. But what are your plans for the fucking game, for the fucking team, homie? Period, dog. What is your plans with Sam Darnold? Are you going to keep him around? Or are you going to go with what you know? Go with what you know, huh? You hear me heavy? Huh? Period. You gonna keep Bradbury as your center? You gonna keep that big back for your center, ain't you, dog? Oh, I know it. I can tell. I can tell, Quasi. You hear me? Because for some reason you thought that soft motherfucker was real, was square business out here. You hear me? You thought he was 1,000 out here, bro. You hear? Come on, bro. Stop the cap, dog. Stop the cap. Period. So what's your plan? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, nigga? Let's get it, bro.
That fit in to your long-term picture, the contract structure, all those different things will go into our plan. And I'm excited to have those conversations because, you know, I think we've got a lot of good options. And at the most important position in the sport, I think that's a great thing.
You mentioned McCarthy, though. I mean, from a physical standpoint alone, like, where is he at? And, like, how can you kind of think about what he might do until he's at that point?
Yeah, he's on the field throwing and training. You know, I try and go get a walk in before I talk to you guys, so I don't talk as quickly. You know, that's what people tell me. I talk a little quick sometimes. So I was in there, and he was actually in there doing some, you know, those cool quarterback thrusty things that Dak does. You know, with weights, he was in there doing them. He looks great.
Shut up, McCarthy. Shut up, McCarthy. They might have something with McCarthy. McCarthy might be his best pick so far. Still got to wait and see how Dallas Turner turns out, right? You hear me, dog? Dallas Turner, Makai Blackman coming off injury. See how Ivan Pace progresses throughout his career. But JJ McCarthy, if he's the guy, if he is indeed the one, guess what? He's their greatest pick of all time so far, as far as KWESI and KOC new regime goes. Heavy, you hear me? But I expect more from all those players. Dallas Turner, Makai Blackman, can he stay healthy? But yeah, all those players, dog, got to step up, period. I expect more. Ivan Pace Jr., we need more. Yeah, we need more, homie. Heavy, bro, for real.
He's excited. You know, you talk about a kid who's just obsessed with football and loves being around the game. So we're excited about what we have in him. We're excited for this offseason for him. It's a big offseason. And then, you know, we'll continue from there.
Did that change did Sam's play change the thinking here? Because I mean, JJ was taken with the 10th pick, which is a very high pick.
Right.
Like, as Sam progressed.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying on Google.
And had success. Did that internally change discussions with you and Kevin and the staff? Or are you pretty much still in the thought process of what you thought on that April night when you took JJ KWESI?
I mean, when you think about that decision, again, I talked about the most important position in the sport. You want to give yourselves options. You know, I think the draft is uncertain. Free agency, all this is uncertain. And we brought in two guys that we think we could play at a high level quarterback in this position. And obviously, JJ being a high draft pick is somebody that you're invested in for the future and all those different things. How that looks timeline wise, we didn't necessarily decide, but we knew that we really liked the room that we had, and we were confident in that. I always ask Kevin before the season starts, hey, what, you know, something that one of my old bosses used to do to me, you know, what information would you need to kind of change your mind? And say it beforehand so that you're not kind of whipped around with what potentially could happen. And we've had those conversations beforehand. And look, we thought there was a chance Sam Darnold could play at a high level. You know, just seeing what he had done previous stops and what kind of Kevin's infrastructure and our infrastructure here has done for other quarterbacks that have played here. We thought there was a chance for a high level. Did I know it was going to be a Pro Bowl? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. And I think I joked with Sam that I'm going to retire off the bet I made in Vegas. I'm kidding, not allowed to bet.
Wow, bro.
I think that, you know, there was some part of us that all believed that Sam was going to have
People believe, you believe KOC saw something in him. Cool, we get that. We understand those facts. But at the end of the day, Sam showed who he was. And if you don't believe and see who he was, but you may not, KWESI, because you still don't obviously believe and see who the hell Garrett Bradbury is, Dalton Reisner is, and Blake Brandel is, dog. Period. No cap. So what do you see? What will you just see, bro? What the hell will you see, KWESI? Shit, bro. Period. What will you see, bro? Period.
A really good season. And so that when we made the move, that was part of the calculus. And, you know, I think everybody looks at these things as binary, yes, no, left, right. And I don't think it is that. I think it's making sure you have a certain level of play at the quarterback position for as long as Kevin and I are here. And I think we've set ourselves up to do that. And we're excited about that opportunity.
KWESI, if JJ is physically ready to start the spring, what's your comfort level with the possibility of him starting in 2025? Did he get enough preparation while recovering from that injury to make that possibility?
You know, I think he was, again, we don't know what was going to happen in this, you know, obviously in the finish of the training camp. But, you know, he got a great mental year, you know, as a redshirt year, but mentally, the process that they had, just, you know, in our exit meetings with him, just talking about how much he learned this year as compared to other years in his football life, just, you know, exponential, which you would expect for a young player in this building. And so I think we're really confident in him, his work ethic and his preparation, but I can't sit here and tell you I know anything for certain. I know that I'm willing to believe in the person that we have. That position is about talent and preparation, and he's got those things in spades. And so if that's the course of action we decide, we'll go there confidently.
Did you learn enough about Daniel Jones to know if he could be a possible option for your question?
You know, that was one of the good parts about, you know, that move was just trying to see, you know, just give ourselves options depending on what potentially could happen this offseason. And just being in it's not the talent, because obviously you can watch film and see the talent, although it does help to see it up close at times, but really just how he is in meetings, the types of questions he asks, the dynamics in the room, different things like that. And that was a great opportunity for us and for Daniel. Also, it's two ways to see if this is the building he wants to be in. And I'll keep our conversations private in our exit interviews, but I think you know, he's a potential option for us going forward. And again, most important position in the sport. We're excited to have potential options that we think you can come here and give us a certain required level of play that'll help us compete in games.
Would you echo what Kevin said late Monday about needing to fix the interior of the offensive line?
You know, I think having studied it, you know, I would agree with what he said. What I would say is, though, I think a lot of times everybody hears that and thinks that.
Nah, ain't no but about it. Shut up, KWESI. Shut up. Don't try to defend them weak ass niggas up front, bro. Shut your ass up, KWESI. I promise if he sit up here and try to defend his weak ass interior lineman after KOC said they need to fix that shit, KWESI, you out of pocket. KWESI, you out of line, bro. Leave it as it is. Your O-line is trash, homie. Your interior is trash. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Show the people you understand. Show the people you care, bro. Hands down, man down, no cap. Show the people you damn care. Kidding me, bro?
That it's the answer is kind of simple, and the answer can come from different ways. It come from a different player. It could come from a player year over year, you know, improving. It could come from, you know, how we do things from a pass protection standpoint. You know, those two games revealed some, you know, some issues in there that were tougher to overcome. How do you overcome them? And that's what's beautiful about football. It's this complex sport. If you want to run the football, there's
Get big boys who can block. That's how you overcome them. Get a competent center, a center who's big and powerful and tough and not a punk and a pushover and a bench press machine for every fucking defensive lineman he runs into. Try that at KWESI, huh? Try that, big dog. You heard me. No cap. You heard me. Believe that. You heard me. Let's try that. That's how you fix that. Yeah.
a lot of ways to do it. Maybe get better at receiver and make them play you a certain way. And so we'll approach this offseason trying to fix the team with that creativity, that mindset in place. We'll collaborate with Kevin, but yeah, we want to be in a place where we're still playing football, and to win these last games, any, potential places where teams can attack, you've got to be ready for, not just from your starting lineup, but from your two deep. And so we want to set ourselves up to be in that position and going from there.
How do you assess your draft outcomes here, and to what extent do you think things need to be done differently?
Have you heard of turtle traders? They were a group of 14 novice traders who were trained by Wall Street legend Richard Dennis. According to a turtle trader, 2 classes of turtles earned more than $175 million. But that was nearly 4 decades ago. Now, there's a new group of retail.
I think you study all these things And the draft is one of those things. It's, it's amazing that I get asked these questions because one of my first jobs was just you're looking at hit rates and success rates in different rounds and different things like that. And what is a 7 round pick allocation net in terms of a solid starters or backups and all those different things. And it's the most interesting, job in the world. I think not in the world, but it's just a really interesting thought experiment to me. You have to look at it in reference to, I don't want to say probability. We all know that the top quintile of the draft exponentially are better than the lower quintile of the first round draft, right? First round. What is your pick allocation? Talk about 2023, where part of my pick allocation went to TJ Hawkinson. And so it's looking at it in total, trying to see if there's anything that we, could have missed, could have done better, perspectives, different things like that. That's an ongoing process. If
There's a lot you miss, a lot you could have done better in free agency, KWESI. You could have got a center. You could have got a guard, et cetera, et cetera. You could have drafted a defensive tackle first round heavy. You could have got that player the Rams got heavy. No disrespect to Dallas Turner, heavy, but y'all traded up for him. You hear me? Y'all made that move. Y'all could have got the boy from the Rams. Y'all could have got Braden Fiskey, anybody. You had your pick. You had your pick. You went with Dallas Turner. Right? Then Roll Tide full of pride. I wish him the best. I think he will be very successful, has the potential to be elite, but it's all also the question of Louis Seen, etc., your first draft, etc. And at the end of the day, guess what? He has to prove it. He looked very promising at times, but he's going to have to get better, become strong and bigger as well, but also keep his speed, keep his explosiveness. You hear me? He must get to the ball more. I don't know about dropping him back into coverage all the time, but sometimes he's athletic enough to do that. But KWESI, for real, bruh. What you talking about, bruh? Understanding what we did or what we need to change. You know what the fuck going on? What happened, bruh? It's no secret. It's no secret, homie. Come on, bruh. Stop the cap. You hear me?
If I had the best draft my first year, I think I'd still be on that process to beat it. I think we'll always be in that place of ultimate accountability, ultimate looking inward for self-improvement. And so, I understand where that question comes from. What's hard sometimes is, you're building a championship team. You're trying to build a team in this time horizon. So if you draft a player this year, I know the world is such where everybody wants instant gratification today and tomorrow. And that's not how the good teams are built. They address wants.
Not everybody. Believe you me, not everybody, you hear me? But like you said, like KOC said, expectations change. First season, y'all changed the expectations. Second season, okay, we were like, okay, rebuilding. We understand where the team is at. Still mad, not happy about the season, but we get it, dog. We understand. Still in a competitive rebuild, but majority a rebuild. So we gave you that. Period. This season comes along. Okay, we get it. Great free agency. Hold up. The Vikings are now a playoff team. Even if they get there, lose first round, okay. Most people expected that. Then you see the preseason. Oh, hold on. They can not only make the playoffs, they're a playoff team, but they can win maybe a game or two, make a run. Oh, then the season starts. Sam Darnold ball and 14 wins, dog. Win streaks here, win streaks there, overachieving. So like you and KOC said, expectations change. And what did y'all do? Y'all folded when the expectations were at their highest. Not only the expectations, right? But when the competition was at its highest, right? So that's the problem. So don't get up here talking about people want to see it fast and no one wants to wait and be patient for the work to come to fruition. Shut the fuck up with that, KWESI. That's not the fact, homie. We've been patient for years. At least the real fans been patient, rocking and rolling with you, supporting you for years before you even came here, before you were thought of for the Vikings as the Vikings GM. You hear me, KWESI? Now, some fans here, they're bandwagon, they're impatient, they want you to win Super Bowls right now, dog. They don't care about nothing but you winning. If you lose, they don't care how the season was. They don't care about the building blocks. They don't care about certain success from individuals. They don't care about nothing. You're right. Some people want instant gratification. That's the world we're in, KWESI. The fucking real, the realm we're in. Humanity equals, one of the things it equals is instant gratification. You are damn correct, KWESI Adolfo Mensa, bro. You hear me? No denying that fact, no denying you. Not gonna sit here and decry you for saying that, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, it's not about that. We wanted to see you compete, win, lose, or draw. Because you showed what you could do. Now, moving forward, I believe this team will be better next year. Period. I guarantee it. I really believe it. More cap space. I think you will do your work, handle that business in free agency, the draft. Still questionable about you and your decisions. But that free agency with more Guapino, I believe in you a lot, dog. I believe in you 1000% to do the right things for this team, period. Yeah, heavy. Get it, man.
Before their wants. You try and find unique opportunities when they can, knowing where you think is going to be your time horizon, where you think you'll be picking in the next couple of years. Think about that exercise when you're trading future picks. Part of that's an expectation of how good you actually think you're going to be compared to what the market thinks. So that's an exercise we'll always continue with, always trying to get better. And I'm really confident with how our group has grown, evolved over these years. You know, first time GM. I think there were things that I've grown at as a leader, as an ability to kind of understand the information that I'm being given. When to press buttons, hey, this needs to be different, or when to kind of sit back and take other people's input. I think I've grown just kind of exponentially in that regards. And I'm excited about this draft. I'm excited about this offseason, this free agency period, this CFA period. It's our chance to keep climbing, keep continuing to establish what we are here, and then chase to that ultimate goal.
We see if I talk to the Wolves about your contract situation and when that might happen.
You know, I try to keep most of my conversations with.
Talk about it for what? And like I say, KWESI, he doesn't evade blame. He doesn't deserve an extension either. I don't care if he had a great free agency last year. Him nor O'Connell, they're both in the same boat, bro. Neither one of them deserve a contract extension. Period. No cap. Hands down, man down. You hear me? Bottom line, dog. Bottom line, bro.
With ownership private, but you know, we did share time after the season, as we always do. They come in the building and you know, they expressed to me their appreciation for Kevin and I's leadership, and you know, they're really supportive of us. You know, I'll always, you know, my third year, I always think back to the unbelievable opportunity that they gave me. I've always dreamt of being a general manager in an organization that's trying to do the thing they haven't done before. And I still have visions. I wake up in the morning and think of what that could be like. And so I'm always going to go back to that, the gratitude that I have for them and that I want to be the general manager going forward. I don't really wake up thinking about stuff like that. So, you know, my conversations with them, with anybody else, I think I was at a Minnesota football game earlier this year and somebody said, good luck with the contract. And it like kind of woke me up because that's just not how I live my life. I don't think I'm entitled to anything. If I signed that contract tomorrow, I'd be running like I was scared, you know, just trying to always.
And see, he's giving a different answer than KOC did. He's actually making more sense than KOC did. He's really saying like, hey, I'm not going to say I think I expect one or I'm asking for one. If it happens, it happens. So he's not like forcing the issue, bro, because he understands he hasn't put his best foot forward yet. So unlike KOC, you hear me, expecting something, thinking he deserves a fucking handout, which he doesn't. KWESI, on the other hand, is like, hey, bro, I understand I didn't do a great job. My team hasn't done a great job. Now I understand we overachieved, etc. But at the end of the day, when it mattered most, we didn't prove we could bang and hang in there with the best. So it's a failed season in my eyes, dog. Period. No cap. Or a failed playoff season, you can say that. Period, dog. But I respect the fact that KWESI not just up here saying, oh, give me a contract or else. Trade rumors coming out or else. Like, what the hell, bro? Is that diva type shit from KOC? Is that diva bullshit from KOC? Let me know, bro. You hear me? No cap, huh? Is that diva activity from KOC the way he's going about it? You know, KWESI up here like, hey, if I get an extension, cool, I would appreciate it. Mean the world to me. I want to remain to be the Vikings GM. But he ain't up here demanding one. For real, bro, you kidding me? He ain't demanding shit out here. Respect that aspect of it. He know what's up, bro. Yeah, you know what's up. You're finish this up.
Please earn it because somebody's chasing you. Somebody's trying to be better than you. You gotta have that mindset. So I don't really spend a ton of time of that thinking about that. I'm unbelievably grateful to be the general manager of the Vikings, and I want to continue to be so. I'm going to leave this office and keep being the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings and work hard to try and improve this team. And whatever comes in the future will come. But that's where I'm at right now.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
All right, that's it, bro. So that's it for the interview, man. Me and Tech. Hey, Tech, you still here? Let me know. Yo, Tech, you still in the building? Tech, if you still in the building, want to chop it up, let me know, bro. Let me know if you're still trying to chop it up. Tech Jedi, where you at? Tech Jedi, where you at? Or anybody else who want to come up, bro. Let's get it, bro. Let me know if you still want to chop it up, Tech. Let me know, man. Let's really break down why KOC does not deserve an extension, period. Be right back, man. Tech, once again, bro, let me know. Let me know what's up. If not, I'm going to get up out of here. But if you want to chop it up, let me know. 1,000. You hear me? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, bro.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro. So I guess Tech dipped out, man. All good. But yeah, bro. Any more questions in the chat, man? I thought me and Tech was going to chop it up, but guess he rolled out. He fell asleep or something. You hear me? Guess that dude fell asleep or something. You hear me? Tell him wake up. Somebody tell him wake up, dog. Point blank period, no cap. Any more questions, comments before I get up out of here, man? Let me know. Hold on, we got one question to answer. Hold up. Yo, bro, any idea what we should do with our first rounder this year? I was thinking of getting a center, free safety. We need protection for JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if SS, what does FS mean? Is FS, or do you mean first round? Is that S supposed to be a R? Joshua Williams in the building? Much appreciated. But yeah, man, center, guard, etc. D lineman, O lineman, something like that, something in that nature. Attack the trenches, please, huh? But they get 4 picks, yeah. Attack the trenches, attack the secondary, and continue to build your roster and your depth chart up. That's what I want to see. But first round, yes, I would like them to draft a elite defensive lineman or offensive lineman, offensive guard, like that there, period. Point blank, period. Yeah, man. And that's what it is, bro. But if there's no more questions, no more comments, I'm finna get up out of here. Yeah, man. Much appreciated for the big dog, subscribers, supporters, real Minnesota Vikings fans that join the chat, join the live, you hear me? Once again, share with everybody you fucking know. Believe that, bro. Yeah, man, you know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, make sure you hit that bell. I'll be live again probably between 12 or 1 p.m. Like I said, I'm going to go live before the playoff game starts and the UFC fights begin. You hear me? That's what it is, bro. Once again, skolvikes. Somebody tell Tech to wake his ass up, dog. The hell going on? You hear me, Tech? Yeah, keep your word, homie, on the live chat, bro. You say you're going to chop it up. Get your ass up here and chop it up. See you next time, though, big dog. You hear me? Heavy. Skolvikes, win, lose, or draw like that. See y'all next time, man. Heavy. Yeah. Believe that.